Alright. Welcome to another edition of R&Z Live, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
We do it right this time. Almost.
Got him. Look at that. First time.
I almost got it right. It was a little like a brief snippet of the turnaround camera. I'm gonna get it one of these days, bro. I'm gonna get it right. Yo, man, I listen. Real quick, I was watching this interview with Sylvester Stallone, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, he officially said why he wasn't going to be in Creed 3 and why he'll never even fucking watch it. I didn't know he said he'll never watch it. I know he said he wasn't going to be in it. But
Yeah.
he said he'll never watch it. Apparently it's like it was some battle with the rights or something like that. And he called the dude nefarious and all types of other shit. He said he'll never watch the movie, but he said if Michael B. Jordan in the studio wanted to work with him for Creed 4, then he would come back for it, but without the guy that he's beefing with, apparently. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I
think it's Erwin Winkler. He's been a producer on Rocky since it started.
Damn.
He was one of. So they have had a relationship for over 40 years, and he pulled a muscle move, and so now he owns the Rocky franchise, and he's the reason why we're getting the drag off, the Russian spinoff. He's the reason why we're getting the Russian spinoff.
So I don't know how well that shit's going to do. I don't know who was asking for a Drago spinoff to begin with.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't watch that unless Dolph comes back, maybe. But then again, he's the bad guy, so like it'd be kind of hard to like root for him because he's the bad guy.
Exactly. What's crazy is I still think, you know what would be salty as shit? This is my theory for Creed 3. I think they're going to write his character off as he passed away because he was sick in the 2 Creed movies. So I feel like he could get written off. There's a shot in the trailer where Creed is at cemetery. He's got an umbrella over his head. It's raining. He's got sunglasses, suit on. I think that's Rocky's burial. Now there is a shot of Adonis Creed. He's going to see not Adonis Creed. He's going to see Apollo Creed's gravesite.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Why does he have a suit on going to see his pops? Unless he was coming back from a press conference or some shit.
Probably asking for permission to like step in the ring with Kang.
Oh my God, Kang! We gonna talk about Kang too, man. We gonna talk about Kang. I didn't even know you wanted to discuss that. We can talk that. I'm ready to hear your thoughts on. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on Jeepers Creepers Reborn, boy. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your review on Quantmania, and you didn't really go into like full on.
I couldn't.
You just kind of kept it superficial. I don't know if you uploaded a spoiler review or anything. I haven't been on TikTok in a while, but
no, I didn't do a spoiler review yet.
So, spoilers for Quantmania for anyone's out there that's just tuning in. I will say this. I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. It was not what I was expecting. We said this on a Cinema Space also, where we felt like the ending was a cop-out. We felt the ending was a cop-out. That was some bullshit. We felt like, nah, man, you should have stuck that landing. You should have stuck that landing. And you were afraid. They were afraid to take that chance.
They played it too safe. Wait, you're talking about like the ending before the credits start rolling, right? Not the post-credits, but the actual end. Yeah, man, like that was what they, like you said, if they would have stuck to the landing, then it would have been like, okay, stakes have been raised in this movie, because that's how they advertised it. They advertised it like Kang was about to be, I know it's his first movie, and it's not the first time we've seen at least one of his variants. We already saw He Who Remains in the Loki series. But the way they set Kang up to be this Thanos, like, a character that was going to stick around for a couple films, that ending was soft as shit. Like, and they left it to the imagination on some, well, is he going? Is he? He is. But is he? Like, that was bullshit, man. Like, why would, I know it's Ant-Man and it's lighthearted and it's goofy, but I walked into this one thinking, like, even the trailers, I was like, somebody's not going to make it out of this one. Maybe a couple people are going to get murked off in here. And they did the same pussified shit that Marvel does a lot of times, man. I was so pissed off at that ending. I was so just like what? And I was just looking at the time, and I'm like, this is not about to be over. Like, something's about to happen at this restaurant. This motherfucker's gonna bust through, like a portal in the restaurant. Snatch.
The same way too. I was expecting like a horror movie ending, dude. Yeah. Like how Multiverse of Madness ended with the third eye opening. I was expecting something like that. Like he wasn't even in the right realm. He was in the wrong universe or something like that. I don't know. It would have been awesome. I mean, but they didn't do it. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they set it up so that, and I remember again when I saw the trailers, I was like, this seems like it could be a tad bit darker, especially that shot. And I'm gonna make a bold comparison here. That shot in the trailer where Kang lifts his foot up and stomps on Ant-Man's helmet. They cut it in a way where it looks like he's standing next to the cracked helmet, but in the movie we see that was Ant-Man standing next to his own shit. But that reminded me of that shot in Dark Knight Rises trailers where Bane's walking with Batman's ripped off mask and drops it, and people were like, oh shit, like, is he going to lose this time around? Is he going to survive this whole movie? And then they just did the same safe bet goofy shit that they always do in these fucking movies, man. Like, I do like the Ant-Man movies. They're a lot of fun, but this one, they had the chance to get dark, and they chickened out, and I hated that shit. I hated it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not terrible, but they didn't take enough risks.
No, they didn't. They did not take a risk at all. Not even one risk. It's like Caesar, like the whole show, like, man, they should have just killed off his daughter. It was her fault.
I'm sorry. I know everybody was like, oh, Cassie was cool, and I don't know if it's like, I've got this thing where when they recast actors and actresses, depending on who they recast them with, I look at it like it's a whole different character. And it was like, I know it was his daughter, but at some point in the movie, whether she had the suit on and whether they had their interactions or not, I forgot that she's playing the same character from the first movie. I'm like, that's that sweet little girl who Yellow Jacket was going after in the first movie. But then, like, Cassie, everybody loves her, but she was kind of annoying. She gave off vibes of the daughter from, like Army of the Dead. Shit, Dave Bautista's daughter in that movie. She was that quintessential fucking rebellious, estranged teenage daughter, man. And I'm like, do we have to do this shit again? I understand why, but she could have had a way better character arc than that. And then, like, the movie just went, it just went crazy, man. It went crazy for all the wrong reasons. Like, it went crazy in the softest way possible. Like, Kang was good, though. I can say
he was like the best part of that movie. He was the best part of that movie. Like, hands down.
Yeah, hands down. Like, that post-credit sequence? With
all the variants or the other ones?
With the variants. My goodness, man. I wasn't sure what was happening at first, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot when in Loki he was like, you think I'm evil, wait until you meet my variants, and they all look like they're ready to wreck shit. Every last one of them. They had the I forgot. It's not the hierarchy of Kang. The Council of Kang is what they had.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was a dope ass sequence though. I love how they set that shit up. I loved how they set that up. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be a problem moving forward.
Yeah, I hope they really take some risks and like knock off a couple of Marvel characters though. Like there needs to be some significant deaths here. You know what I mean? And they need to stay dead too.
Yo, that's another thing, man. You see, they're talking about bringing Robert Downey Jr. back for Iron Man, or as Iron Man in like I think Secret Wars or something like that, or the Kang Dynasty. All right, I get it. You got it's a comic book universe. You can do whatever you want, but I feel like shit like Avengers, and as much as I love Fast and Furious movies, this is why it's about to be a trend to bring back these legacy characters whose deaths held so much weight and shocked everybody, it kind of takes away from the significance of when they died in the first place. Like, I don't know how they would bring Iron Man back in a way that would have me hype and shit for it, because that funeral scene in Endgame still gets me choked up. When he snapped, it still gives me like goosebumps and shit. So to bring him back, it's like, I can see if you brought back Captain America, I don't think he's dead. He was like 112 years old at the end of that movie. I don't know. He might not have that many years left. But they're bringing all these characters back. I wish they would have characters stay dead. I feel like if you're going to have Black Widow stay dead, then you got to keep that same energy for everybody else, especially if they're human.
Yeah, for real. I said the only way that Iron Man would fucking be like mind blowing if it was Tom Cruise. That would be everything.
I had such high hopes, man. I had my fingers crossed when I saw in the Multiverse of Madness, and I was like, okay, we didn't get him, but the fact that we got Reed Richards, that was the part that almost dislocated my shoulder. I was like fuck, like I was cheering hard as shit. And we're probably not even going to get John Krasinski back as Reed Richards. That's the rumor that they're going to recast him entirely. That was a waste of casting. It was a waste of casting.
It was just fan service. That's what it was. Because everyone wants to see Krasinski as Reed Richards. They're thinking about Diego Luna. I saw someone Diego Luna. Yeah, he's Tommy in The Last of Us, and he played the Terminator in Dark Fate. No, Gabriel Luna. Not Gabriel Luna, not Diego Luna. Gabriel Luna.
The Rev 9? Oh, the guy that was in the opening of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The first episode?
Yeah.
As Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, I saw somewhere like that they're looking that way.
Ooh, oh man, I don't know. Like, I'm all for diversity at the end of the day. I haven't seen any acting chops from him that would make me believe he's the smartest man in the world. Like, there's no diss to Gabriel Luna. Like, listen, maybe we need Gabriel Luna on the show. We need him on the show, so I'm not gonna burn that bridge.
Yeah, for real. We already burned a lot of bridges already.
I know. Yeah, I know. God forbid, man. We're never getting Wentworth Miller on the show. We're never getting We're never getting what's that guy's name we were talking about?
Ian Ziering.
We're never getting Ian Ziering on here. We're never getting Tara Reid.
There was another one on there too.
Yeah, the list goes
we
on and on.
We burned a lot of bridges.
Gabriel Luna, man, like, I'm sorry, like, a part of me I would want to see Miles Teller as Reed Richards in a better movie. I didn't mind him as Reed Richards. He seemed like that quirky, I'm way smarter than I let on, but he just was in it. It's not listen, I like the first half of Fantastic Four. Who was that director? Josh Trank. I like the first half of that movie. The second half, it's not a Fantastic Four movie. If they would have just made that something different, then I would have been cool with it. But like, Miles Teller as Reed Richards was cool. Even the original guy, Ian Garofalo or Groff, whatever his name was. What is it?
Garfield or something like that. Yeah.
Everybody knows who we're talking about, but he was a solid Reed Richards too. He was just in two goofy ass movies.
The first one was okay. I thought the second one was like, what the fuck is this?
The highlight of the second one, I like the Silver Surfer. Like, I never knew that was Doug Jones that played Silver Surfer in that movie. Doug Jones did the acting, and Lawrence Fishburne did the voice. And Galactus, they fucked up Galactus in that. He was just a big ass cloud. Yeah, he was a big ass cloud for no reason at all. I don't know, man. I agree. The first one was okay because the property's a little goofy to begin with, so it definitely captured that. And Chris Evans like owns every scene he's in as Johnny Storm. And Ben Grimm, look, I know it looks goofy, but I'll take a practical Ben Grimm.
That's the thing. That still holds up. That still holds up. Holds up better than the one in the fucking remake. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. I'll take a practical Ben Grimm over a CG Ben Grimm any day of the week. And he sounds like Ben Grimm. But what was that dude's name? Jamie Bell that played him in the remake. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking casting him. Like, I don't care if they transform or not. Jamie Bell was not Ben Grimm at all. I don't know what the fuck that casting was all about. That was ridiculous.
I think the whole irony of his, like, he's supposed to be like a good-looking guy, and then he turns into a monster. I think that was like the purpose of that. But Ben Grimm was always been like a big guy, though. You know what I mean? Like even in the comics, he was always like a big husky guy. So
and then they made that girl Kate Mara. She makes Jessica Alba Sue Storm look like the casting of the century, because Kate Mara was just she acts just, listen, we about to burn a bridge. I'm about to anyway, because her acting chops in that movie are up to par with, I think that's her sister, Rooney Mara from the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Aren't they siblings?
Yeah. That explains a lot. That explains a lot.
Yeah, she was no Sue Storm. I was just talking to somebody about Rooney Mara and the Nightmare on Elm Street remake earlier on Facebook, and somebody was like, it's time to own up to the fact that, this movie didn't work because the lack of Robert Englund. And I'm like, well, for me, it wasn't the lack of Robert Englund. It was Jackie Earle Haley giving it a good go and not having nothing around him. Rooney Mara sleepwalking through it. Kyle Garner sleepwalking through it. Clancy Brown's only in 2 scenes. Like, that movie was a fucking train wreck. Straight up train wreck.
No, you know what it is? It's Freddy looked like shit in that movie.
Because they CG'd his face, man.
He looked like shit in that movie. That's one of the big downsides to that movie, is that he looks like shit. And he's shorter than fucking Kate Cassidy.
Yeah,
Kate Cassidy is fucking taller than fucking Freddy.
Yeah. He's tiny as fuck. I remember you were talking about that the last episode too, and you were like, Freddy's like short as shit. I like that they tried to make him look like a real burn victim, but when you add the CG, like when they did those close-ups on his face and you can see like inside of his cheek and stuff, like it just looks he looks like a cartoon. Like they got the worst CG ever. Terrible director. Like it's a shame, because that one had the potential to be the best remake of all the slasher remakes. That could have been better than all of them, because they had creative liberties to take from start to finish.
And also the trailer to those movies, like the trailer to that movie, were actually really good, man. Both trailers were really solid. It made you think,
I was hyped for it.
Oh, this is gonna be different.
Yeah, I was hyped for it, man. And I wasn't even on everybody was like, oh, well, it's not Robert Englund, and I'm like, look, man, we got this. The series is gonna go beyond everybody at some point. Like, especially actors that play those monsters that are under makeup. Like, had they made, how many Freddy movies did they make until they rebooted it? What, 7, 8, including Freddy vs. Jason?
Well, I think 12. No.
Freddy movies?
No, it was 9. It was 9, because we did the ranking. It was 9.
Of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies?
Yeah, it was 9, including the remake, so it'd be 8. 6,
if they
7, Nightmare, and then Freddy vs. Jason, so that'd be 8.
If they made that many Wishmaster movies, eventually they would recast Andrew Divoff. Like, the series, the movies are going to move past people. They got a new Candyman, we got a new Pennywise, we got a new I almost called her Hellboy, Hellraiser. We are getting a new Hellboy too, by the way.
Which I'm kind of okay with. I'm okay with. It's
me too.
See, I have a wait and see attitude with it. I'm actually gonna go watch the remake.
You never saw the remake?
So, never saw the remake, so I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
Listen, we gotta discuss that one. Let me know what you think when you're done watching it, because I was one of those people where I'm like, I don't give a fuck if it's not Del Toro, if it's not Ron Perlman, if we're not following up the Golden Army, I don't want no parts of it. I don't care about your R rating with all your gore and all your curse words. And I saw the trailer, still wasn't impressed, and I watched it for the first time when I did my commentary for it, and I had a good time. They pull no punches in that movie, and I enjoyed the one thing that I was talking shit about, which was the R rating. They go crazy at one point in this movie. I'm talking like a massacre sequence. There's a tracking shot sequence of Hellboy fighting these giants. I'm not going to spoil it, but the camera keeps going as he's running and jumping on these giants and fucking them up and moving on to the next one. It's got some cool shit in there. It's some cool creatures in there. Mila Jovovich is one of the villains in there. The guy that the jangly man in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is a monster in there, so he's like doing his contortionist thing. And like David Harbour's, he's okay. He's okay in there. Ian McShane's in there too. He plays the dad. I feel like if anything, that director, that's the dude that did The Descent, Neil Marshall. He did The Descent, Dog Soldiers. He loves his monsters, yo. He needs to do an Altered Beast. I don't know if you remember Altered Beast for Sega Genesis. He needs to do an Altered Beast live action movie. He loves his fucking monsters.
That'd be hella hard. Altered Beast? What?
Hell yeah. Because people don't remember that game, and I'm like, y'all don't remember you turn into different monsters every level. That is that shit. Love Altered Beast.
You have to like power up and stuff. You have to get like a certain amount of kills, and then you can transform into like a werewolf or an eagle or a hog or whatever, or a griffin.
I love that fucking game. It's only like 6 levels altogether, but it is like I used to play that shit nonstop. I don't even remember if there were any codes for that game, but it really didn't need it. Like that game was just fire all on its own.
I just remember that fucking that arcade machine just ate up my quarters, bro.
Hell yeah!
It's like,
that
$5
in the Terminator game.
Oh man, that shit. That just brings me back, bro. Makes me want to go load up a Sega ROM and see if it's on there.
Listen, I got that. It's an app I got on my phone with all the Sega Genesis games on there. The controls are kind of fucking annoying, but like to turn the phone sideways and try to play like Altered Beast and Road Rash and all that type of shit, I love it. Love it.
So I finally saw Jeepers Creepers. God, that movie was fucking terrible. That movie was terrible.
I told you.
Who said that was a good idea? Who fucking said that we need a Jeepers Creepers Reborn movie? Like, what the fuck was up with the cult? Like, what was up with that? What was up with the dagger? Like, what was up with the fucking fake-ass haunted house and the fucking horror convention? Like, what the fuck was that? Well, Dean Wallace, she didn't want to be there.
Nah, nope.
She was fucking sleepwalking through that shit.
Her nephew probably worked on the movie, and he probably was like, Auntie, like, come on, please. Can you please do this opening sequence, please? And she's like, all right, if I did Critters Attack, then I'll just do this movie for you. Fuck that. But even Critters
Attack makes fucking Jeepers Creepers look more fucking inspirational, dude.
Say it, talk about it, because it definitely does. It feels like it's in line with the Critters series. Jeepers Creepers Reborn, listen, we all know what Victor Salva did, people. We're very much aware of that. Me and Johnny know what it is. But that Jeepers Creepers Reborn does not feel like any of the movies in that trilogy at all. Keep going, bro. Like I'm here for your thoughts on it.
Also, because they fucking try to remake they try to redo the opening to the first one as a true crime, and then they play it off as like, oh yeah, they made 3 movies about it. Like, you're trying to have like a really meta commentary and like really kind of discount what came before by saying, oh yeah, those were movies. It didn't happen. And what you're about to see right now is actually what's really happening. Like, seriously? That's like, I get that you want to distance yourself from that, but you can't, because that is such a fucking important part of the story.
Unfortunately, yeah, it is. Unfortunately, it is.
You're not even. You don't understand. I don't even want to say you don't understand what the creeper is, because understanding what the creeper is, going into some dark places. But at the same time, it's like you are fucking up this creature. Like you are, because you do not understand what this creature is. This creature is an omnivore. He's a pig. He eats everything in sight. You needed to treat it that way. And yet, why the fuck did the fucking creature have abs and have like the V shape? And like, what the fuck?
Oh, that, and why was he able to just be whistling Dixie like it was nobody's business? Yeah. He had the whistle of death. You know what I mean? Like, this was this director's chance to take ownership over this property that there's people like me who it was fucked up to know, like, to find out what Victor Salva did, especially after, like, I liked Jeepers Creepers 1 when it came out. That movie actually scared me when I first saw it. Like, there were moments in that movie that scared me. The second one kind of upped the ante a little bit and gave you a little bit of Hitchcock with them trapped inside of that bus. But then it's like I did my research. I started hearing things when he was trying to get part 3 made. So I did my research, and then I saw what he did to those boys on the set of Clown House back in the 80s. And I was like, oh, no, I can't support this dude.
I can't.
Like,
buy that shit.
Yeah, people were like, oh, you got to separate the art from the artist. And I'm like, man, fuck that. Like, I got a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. But this was, for people like me, this was this director's chance to snatch up this property and give it back to the fans. And give it back with some new life and some new, I hate the word swag, but that's the word I used in the trailer reaction, because the way the creeper was walking, you know, when
you don't walk with a bop and shit.
What? I was like, okay. And there were certain shots in the trailer where I was like, yo, this dude's bringing something different to the role than Jonathan Brecht did. And then you watch the movie play out.
Fun fact, he was actually supposed to reprise his role as a
keeper. I wouldn't have been mad at him either. I wouldn't have been mad at him.
COVID restrictions barred him from going to England to film the movie.
What a fucking missed opportunity, because I did not like this guy playing the keeper in this one.
This guy's way too slender. This guy could even be Slender Man. Like that's who this guy could be. Also, another fun fact: they're all British.
The actors that played them,
they're all fucking British playing
the entire cast.
Yeah, they're all British. I was wondering, like, why are their accents sound weird? I like
the black dude.
I've been in Louisiana for a week, and they don't talk that way.
The black dude,
like Texans.
The black dude was definitely suspect, because he would be talking and saying something, and then I would be looking at the screen, what's
accent comes in and out. I'm like, wait a minute. What?
Yo,
seriously?
That shit was hilarious. And listen, man, I'm one of those people. If I can't root for the token black guy as a black guy, something's wrong here. Like this, he was one of the dumbest motherfuckers, and I was cracking up. I know it wasn't supposed to be funny, but I laughed my fucking ass off when he's about to propose to his girlfriend, and she just gets snatched up in that she gets snatched up into the next shitty green screen. That they got. Ooh, that green screen, bro. Oh my god. Oh. They didn't even. When I told you they did not even try, I was not joking.
No,
I was not joking.
They rushed this into production. Like, holy shit. Like, you want to talk about how killing a franchise? This is how you kill a franchise. Like, before it even starts. You know what I mean? I feel this was just their way of really trying to bury this franchise by making this a shitty movie. Like, I feel like
it might have been. It might have been, yo. This could have been a sabotage plot. Some real shit. You make good. It's a good point. That's a good point.
Because there was no passion. There was no art. There was no creativity. There was no writing. There was no performance. Like, everyone here felt like they were just there for a check. But then I also have to think about, like, they were filming this during the shutdown. So I also have to think about that as well. And I'm like, okay, are they sleepwalking, or are they just scared to be around people? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? You got to think about that shit. When you're filming during the shutdowns and during the pandemic, you know, you have wild shit running through your mind. So it's like, oh, what do I do? I don't know. But, yeah, it's fucked. The movie's fucking bullshit. That's all I got to say. Bullshit. No, I want to sue Hulu for fucking recommending me that bullshit too, man.
And then the effects, like that when the creeper swings into the attic and he whistles, or before he whistles, the guy holds the gun up and he's literally doing this. Like, he's doing this when they're doing like the after effects to, you know, the flashbang muzzle flash shit. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. The dialogue is just god damn. And I thought it was gonna work. I'm like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh shit, they're in like a escape room that's creeper themed, and they don't know that this is really his house. That's going to be fire. They're not going to be able to get out. But then they get out, they run back in, they go on the roof, they come back down, and it's just stupid. It's stupid, man. Then the white bird. What did the white bird symbolize? Wasn't the white bird?
The white bird symbolized death. So every time you saw the white bird coming, or the white raven, rather, it meant that the creeper was nearby. And then you do predator effects too, like you do the predator POV thing in certain shots. I'm like, why? Like, you guys have so many ideas going in here, and like, what are you guys trying to do here? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. This movie was fucking awful.
It's one of the worst loose reboots ever made. And I had hope for him too, man. I was like, oh my God, Pinhead got gender swapped. Leatherface had a half decent Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that just dropped. I know Ghostface isn't like Ghostface is more of a costume as opposed to an icon, but Scream is still very much alive. We're getting all our movie monsters and slashers back on screen, and we finally get the chance to get an actual monster on screen again, and y'all fumbled it. Y'all fucked it up. Now we got to make Wishmaster or Pumpkinhead and see where that goes. We need monsters. Like, we got slashers.
Wait, I actually saw something about Pumpkinhead not too long ago.
Lay it on me. I was just talking about Pumpkinhead too earlier today.
Maybe that's what I saw.
It was an article. I think it was Joe Blow or Arrow in the Head. It was on Facebook, and they were saying, what was it? Is Pumpkinhead, does it hold up, or is it as bad as we were? I don't remember what it was, but I was singing his praises, actually. I like Pumpkinhead 2 as a...
Blood Wings is dope. People sleep on that sequel.
People sleep on that. Blood Wings, man. And Jeff Burr, I always say Jeff Burr does not get enough credit as a horror sequel director. He did Stepfather 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Pumpkinhead 2. Like, he's a genre guy, man. He knows what fans want. And people don't really give him credit for part 2. But I feel like if they watch part 3 and part 4, then they'll definitely appreciate that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, for real.
That's a good, like, what's worse? Wishmaster 4, Jeepers Creepers 4, Pumpkinhead 4, Return of the Living Dead 4. Like, we should do Battle of the Fours and pick the lesser. We won't survive.
There's not enough alcohol to fucking get me through that.
Listen, I made it through, out of all of the ones I mentioned, I've made it all the way through Return of the Living Dead 4. That was obligation because I'm like, I have to see how bad or how good this movie may be, and it's fucking terrible. Pumpkinhead 4, I've seen clips of it. Pumpkinhead's just walking around in the daytime like it ain't nobody's business in the woods, talking to Miss OC and shit. Like, just like it's nothing. Wishmaster 4, yeah.
So it looks like Paramount is rebooting the Pumpkinhead series, and that there is a script completed over 2 years ago.
Goddamn, 2 years ago. What are we waiting for? The guy who did I was watching we watched the movie, and they were interviewing the guy who did the Wrong Turn reboot, and they asked him what franchise would he want to jump on, and he said he would do Pumpkinhead. I think Mike Nelson is his name. Mike P. Nelson. Am I getting him confused with the Mystery Science Theater dude? Let me look it up.
I think so.
I think his name is Mike P. Nelson. But he said he would want to do, he did Wrong Turn, he would want to do Pumpkinhead. I feel like he would definitely be the guy for it. Oh, yeah, Mike P. Nelson.
He did the Domestics.
Who? Mike P. Nelson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he would do Pumpkinhead justice. He handles these Trouble in the Woods movies pretty well, so. Did you see?
He did a segment on VHS 85. Which one did he do?
He did what?
He did a segment on VHS 85.
Did he? Wait, which one was VHS 85?
Okay, that's what I'm telling me. I'm thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of VHS 99.
Oh, I was about to say, which one did he do? I love those VHS movies, man. All of them are dope except for the third one. The third one's weak as shit.
Which one was that? VHS 3 or VHS Viral?
VHS Viral was the third one. I mean the one okay. the segment with the skateboard kids that were going up against those like skeletal cult members in the boneyard, that was fire. But the other two with the magician who was killing people and the guy who opened up a alternate dimension, that shit was weak. And it was only 3 segments. It was only three segments in that shit. But the rest of the VHS movies are pretty decent.
Yeah, right? So it looks like he has like 3 movies under his belt: Summer School, Wrong Turn, and The Domestics.
Summer. Oh no, I'm thinking this. I thought he directed Summer School. You know that? You ever seen the '80s movie Summer School with Kirstie Alley? I love that movie, man. They're gonna remake that soon too. They're probably gonna put like Zac Efron. They'll have Zac Efron in there playing like a high school student or some shit like that. Or if not Zac Efron, they'll get his the guy everybody calls the twin.
Who's the modern day version of Scott Bakula or Spacula? The guy from Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap?
Scott Bakula. No, the old one. Scott Bakula. Bakula. That's what it is.
I could not tell you, man. I never Quantum Leap. Wait, what's his name? Okay, I see what you're talking about. I never got into Quantum Leap. Scott Bakula. Count Dracula.
You ever watch Sliders? Did you ever watch Sliders?
The TV series?
Yeah, with Jerry O'Connell.
Look, man, I missed out on a lot of. That was in the '90s, right, or the 2000s?
Yeah. '90s.
I missed out on Sliders, Roswell. Like I feel like I missed out on some solid sci-fi TV back in the day. I was too busy watching.
Roswell was okay. Wasn't great. First season was actually really dope, but after that, it falls off a fucking cliff and doesn't come back. Sliders is pretty dope after the third season. And it's Mark Harmon, not Scott Bakula. I get those two confused. In Summer School.
Jerry O'Connor damn sure was in this. Jerry O'Connor. Kerry Warher was in this. And John Rhys Davies was in this. I don't know. I would go back and watch Smith.
Johnny Smith was in here?
Huh?
Johnny Smith was in here?
Shawnee Smith? She was in what? Sliders?
No, Summer School.
Was she?
Yeah.
Shawnee Smith was in everything back in the fucking 80s. Summer School, she was in The Blob. I almost said she wasn't in Dazed and Confused, was she?
No. Okay. But that would have been great. He used a lot of regional actors from the area, though.
I don't know why I got her mixed up with Mila Jovovich. Mila Jovovich was in Dazed and Confused. Jerry O'Connell. I'm still looking at this cast for Sliders. Jerry O'Connell just looks like he's plotting world domination in all of like his photos and shit. I don't know what it is about his face. His face just always looks like you can't fully trust him.
You ever watch Satanic Panic? On Shudder?
There's another show he's in or a movie?
No, it's a movie with him and Rebecca Romaine Stamos with Ruby Modine, where she plays like a pizza girl, and she goes and then she ends up going to like this house with a bunch of Satanists that's gonna sacrifice her, and Jerry O'Connor's trying to put the moves on her.
Satanic Panic?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Jesus. I mean, I would watch it for Rebecca Romaine Stamos alone. Like, I'm hoping they bring her back, and when they bring all these legacy Marvel characters back from the X-Men movies, I want them to bring Rebecca Romaine Stamos back, man. She is a sight for sore eyes.
Yes.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos, if you ever come across this episode, we'd love to have you. I would like to know like how messy it got taking those blue pasties off at the end of the shoot or whatever X-Men speed.
Jennifer Lawrence fucking hated that shit, man. She fucking
and you know what? That. I hated her. I do not like. I didn't hate her, but as the movies went on, it's like, do you care? Do you care or not? Like, I liked her. I liked her a lot.
She didn't want to be in the movies anymore. She didn't want to be in the movies after the Days of Futures Past. That's why she was just like, whatever.
And you could tell. Like, I liked her. Yeah. Like, when they introduced her in First Class, I liked her. I liked her in Days of Future Past. I just hated her makeup. It looked just blatantly spray painted on. And then, what was she in? What was after that? Apocalypse. It was like, all right, do you, like, come on, man. And then, they murked her off in Dark Phoenix, and I was like, yes! Fuck! Yes! I knew.
But then you're still sitting there realizing, fuck, I'm watching Dark Phoenix.
All right, listen, Dark Phoenix. I don't hate any of the X-Men movies. They're like Nightmare on Elm Street movies for me. I have way too much fun even with the worst ones. But Dark Phoenix, for them to be tying up shit over the course of 4 movies, that was a weak send-off, yo. It's like Jurassic World Dominion. It was a weak send-off for those characters we've been watching. Dark Phoenix, and when the fuck did they just become astronauts? They just up and were doing space missions and shit, and then the aliens came in. Not Rebecca Maine Stamos. What's that chick's name? Oh my gosh, she was in It Chapter 2, and she played the lead girl who was pretty much encouraging.
Sophia something. Sophia Ellis?
Fuck, man. She was the chick with the blonde hair who was gassing up Jean Grey to be Dark Phoenix for the most part. Oh my god, what the fuck is her name? I'm trying to figure it out without looking it up. She usually has red hair. She was Kimberly. She was Beverly Marsh in It Chapter 2.
Yes, so I think you're Jessica Chastain.
Chastain, yep. Jessica Chastain was sleepwalking through that shit. I mean, it's not terrible, but it was just a weak ass send off. I'm glad Mystique died. Something good came out of it though. Mystique, she got hers. She didn't want to be there. We'll kill your ass off in the second act. I think she died in, and I knew that was coming.
She died in that. She died in the first act.
Was it the first act? I've only seen Dark Phoenix once, bro.
Yeah,
I've only seen that movie once.
She died in the first 20 minutes of that movie.
I'm trying to think. Magneto's family died in X-Men Apocalypse, I think, and in Dark Phoenix he was wrecking shit because not Jean Grey, but because Mystique got killed. Okay, I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be binging those soon, man. I convinced my lady I was like, all right, listen, you got to do one commentary with me, and then we'll just leave it alone. And she's like, all right, I like the X-Men movies. I was like, babe, we'll do the X-Men movies, but we got to do all of them. I was like, we're gonna do all the X-Men movies in order. Listen, I know the one that I'm gonna be fucked up for. That's gonna be an intox commentary. I don't know if she's gonna join me, but when me and her do commentary for X-Men 3. I love X-Men 3, man. I know everybody hates it. I love X-Men 3. I watched it like last month at some point, and that scene where they're wrecking shit at Jean Grey's house when Jean Grey starts flipping out and kills Professor X, Juggernaut's whooping Wolverine's ass, Callisto's whooping Storm's ass. Like that's one of the best sequences in the whole franchise for me, man. Everybody hates that movie though. They hate it.
I would have to go back and rewatch it. I do remember the forest scene when they're all brave. When they go have that whole Braveheart thing. Yeah. I remember that sequence was pretty fucking dope. I remember that. That was hard.
That's that shit, man. And then they go to war at the end.
For me though, man, X2 for me is arguably probably like the best movie next to First Class. Honestly,
you like X2 the best out of all of them? I went to the movie X2.
Probably the best sequel out of all of them.
X2 opened with a bang. I just wish. There is a long period of time where I just feel like there's not a lot happening. I don't hate it, but X2, I wanted it to be this larger than life thing. I'm like, all right, y'all got Nightcrawler in here, y'all got Deathstrike in here. Those two alone, I was sold on that. And Pyro, it was good to see him. He was in the first one. He was just a different actor, but he got more to do.
Quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to that kid. They recasted him. I want to say did they recast Colossus? They recasted Jubilee. They recasted Jubilee in X-Men 2 or X-Men 3. It's a whole different person. And they recasted Kitty Pryde, I think, because there's a girl that runs through the wall in the first one, and Wolverine looks like what the fuck? But then next you know, Elliot Page is in there. Well, formerly Ellen Page, now Elliot Page. Yeah, we have to make sure we say the right pronoun and name so we don't get canceled out this bitch. We ain't trying to get canceled, people. We know how to be politically correct, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't. I'm just a Neanderthal sometimes.
I'm just trying to give us the benefit of the doubt. See, people, I'm telling y'all, it's this guy. It's this guy. I just don't like Wentworth Miller. He's the one behind everything else.
Oh my god, that's funny. After I posted that Wentworth Miller thing on YouTube, there was a fucking short on Wentworth Miller's saying, giving advice about how being an actor. I almost sent it to you.
Yo, so listen, send me the video so I can do like a like I can record the or get the video and then do like, you know how they do like a stitch on TikTok.
Yeah.
I want to do a stitch. I want to do a stitch to Wentworth Miller talking about how to be an actor and how to love the craft. I'm looking at his IMDb page right now, and it's like, you look like you don't even take yourself seriously. He's just like, yeah, I've got the book. I don't need anything else.
Writer. He's a writer. That's his problem. He's not an actor. He's a writer. Oh. That's his problem.
I didn't know he was in Underworld. He's in the first one. Good for him.
Yeah, he's a background character with no personality.
Oh, so he's playing himself. Good for him. He's in the Flash, the CW Flash. He's in DC Legends of Tomorrow. He's in Batwoman. Okay. He's got some reoccurring CW shit. He belongs there because the CW sucks. He belongs there. I'm sorry, CW. We'll never get endorsed by them either. That shit's a wrap.
Oh, man, we wouldn't want to be endorsed by them anyway.
Yeah. Look, man, I tried. The only thing I used to really watch on CW was One Tree Hill, and other than that, like, I wasn't super into that. But I tried, man, with these these comic book TV shows on the CW. I just can't commit. I can't do it, man. I cannot. Somebody told me to watch the Superman, the Lois and Superman, whatever it is. I tried. I don't buy him as Superman. I can't do it. Black Lightning. I wanted to. I'm like, we got a black superhero, but it's on the CW. Let me give it a chance. That shit is so cringeworthy. The acting's god awful. James Raymar, what the fuck is he? Alfred and Lucius Fox in one. He builds Black Lightning's gadgets. It's terrible. It's a terrible network, man. Like, if I had to choose between Lifetime and the CW, I'll probably choose Lifetime, just so we can keep the ladies listening to our show for the most part.
Man, CW killed UPN, so I'll never forgive them. So I'll never watch it ever.
Yes, they did, and UPN was a national treasure. And
that's
a good point. That's an episode. That's a whole episode. How CW murdered UPN. We should do like a case file on that shit, man.
Yeah, because there was UPN and then WB. WB was like the mainstream version, while UPN was for everyone else. And WB network went into CW, and then CW absorbed UPN. I'm like, that's some bullshit. UPN has some bangers on there too, man. That's some really good shit. Platinum, Boetia, fucking the Wayans brothers.
UPN,
there was another one on there.
Meant a lot to the minorities, man.
Had SmackDown, and they had some great cartoons. They were the first ones to show the Rick Moranis cartoon on there. Like I think it was Return to Horror High or the Horror High School cartoon.
There was a show based on that?
Yeah. It was a cartoon.
UPN. Buffy didn't start on UPN, did it?
No, they had syndication rights.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the shows on. Yeah. Okay. I see Platinum. I see what you were talking about. They had Roswell, Star Trek Enterprise. I tried with Star Trek shit, man. I did. I think I gave up once they got to Deep Space Nine. I checked out. Oh, they had everybody's favorite sitcom, Homeboys in Outer Space. That shit got canceled after what, like 2 episodes? God damn, man. They had a lot of stinkers too. I'm sorry, man. All of Us, that show that was based on Will Smith and his baby mama, that with Dwayne Martin, that show was terrible. I forgot Clueless had a TV show. That was, listen, I don't care. That was
Stacey Dash, I think. I think that was Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash. Rachel Blanchard played the Alicia Silverstone role. They got Donald Faison back. They got the majority of the cast back for the show. That was actually a decent show. Oh shit. Sparks was on here. Dilbert. I forgot all about Dilbert.
Dilbert was awesome. That was a fucking fire show, man.
They had America's Next Top Model. Oh, they did have SmackDown. That's when I still was watching wrestling, man. I liked SmackDown. I definitely made it my business to watch SmackDown. They had Beetleborgs. Oh my god, I remember that. Beetleborgs, Digimon. Oh man, they had a Jumanji cartoon?
Yeah, lasted looks like 2 seasons.
Jesus. Sabrina, the animated series. Yeah, there was no excuse. Networks are not what they used to be, man. Like children's programming now is so different. And I know they like it, but I think our generation had like some of the best television ever. Like ever known to man. Live action, cartoons, all of that shit.
Yeah. Also, UPN had like the best afternoon cartoon of all time, Beast Wars.
I forgot about Beast Wars. That's what they're comparing Transformers: Rise of the Beast to. They keep saying that they ripped off Beast Wars. I don't know how true that is.
That's not true because Beast Wars is basically Transformers. It's the same thing. It's just in a different dimension. Like, come on, like you're not ripping off the property because Beast Wars is part of. It's a spin-off of Transformers. It's not. You're not ripping them off.
Oh yeah, it actually does say that. It says Beast Wars Transformers as like the subtitle. Yeah, because everybody was doing like split screens of Optimus Primal and oh my god, what's the other one? Air Razor and all the other ones that they've gotten in that new movie coming out. I don't know when that new movie comes out, but that shit was fire. I cannot.
June.
Yeah,
that comes out a week before the Flash.
So that Flash, boy. Listen, I know motherfuckers is mad at Ezra Miller, but listen, listen to me. I'm glad, but I'm so pissed that I caved in and watched that trailer, man. I was fucked up doing tequila shots at watching the Super Bowl, and my homie, as soon as I saw the trailer came on, I ran upstairs and I said, nope, I'm gonna wait till I get home. And I went downstairs and I ended up watching the trailer like 18 times. That's one of the best comic book movie trailers I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Dude, Michael Keaton, when he says, "I'm Batman," I lost it, dude.
Yes.
I fucking lost it.
Yes.
I lost it. I was like, oh my god. I had to fucking pause it because I was losing it so much, dude. Like, oh my god, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
God, man, that was like, that shit sent a charge through my spine, bro. Like when you see him, that's one thing. The costume looks, it looks like it hasn't aged a day. He still looks youthful under there. Mm-hmm. But when he said it, and then he does like the when he, I can't even fucking talk. But when he jumps off and he looks like the bat symbol. And then he swoops down, rolls over, fucks them dudes up. He picks somebody up and throws them, and you hear the Danny Elfman score. God, that was definitely the part where I was like, I think I'm about to go into cardiac arrest right now. That trailer is amazing, yo. I don't give a fuck what anybody. That's like probably my second most anticipated movie of this year. I think
watching the trailer, it's up there for me. It really is. It's up there. It's like, holy shit, man. I had very low expectations for this movie. So I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. But seeing that trailer and seeing Michael Keaton and hearing that Danny Elfman score like you were saying, I'm like, oh, shit. And then seeing Supergirl?
Yeah, she looks dope in that movie, man. That shot, I know it looks CG. But I feel like when you see it on the big screen, it's going to look crystal clear. That shot where Batman's punching that dude and he's firing a bullet literally into the open part of his mask, and Supergirl smacks the bullet and mushes his face into like over yonder. That was like one of the best. And it's something about seeing Batman in broad daylight. I think we've seen him in like The Dark Knight Rises in broad daylight, I think. And
but we never seen like Michael Keaton's Batman in broad daylight, though.
Man, it's something. And there's something about the way that cinematography looks with him in that bat suit. It looks fucking beautiful, man. I think That's going to be the scene where they break Supergirl out of wherever they're keeping her. They got to break her ass out. They got to get her ass a suit. And somebody was saying that Christian Bale's Batman is in that trailer. I don't think it is, but it does look like him on that motorcycle.
I can see why they said that, because there's a scene, if you go back to when General Zod is destroying Metropolis, there's a scene of a Batman driving the motorcycle that Christian Bale drives. So that's why I can see they're saying, oh, Christian Bale's in there. Because because it looks the same. It looks the exact same. It looks like the Tumbler.
I think that's Ben Affleck's Batman, though, because I looked at it, and it looks like he's got that gray and blue suit, that bat suit that Ben Affleck's wearing. That suit looks fire. For them to bring that to live action, there's a shot where Ben Affleck's got that suit on, and his feet are scraping against, like, the highway while he's got the grapple hook hooked on or something. Listen, that movie, now, I don't know. They had reshoots. They apparently took out Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot's cameos. So I don't know if this is going to be like a one-off thing, but they can still recast The Flash and continue that thing going. But listen, I'm just cool with this movie. If we never get a sequel with Ezra Miller, that's cool. I don't know what they're going to do with the post-credits and the ending and the reshoots and all of that. Also, speaking of DC shit, they're saying that the test screenings for Aquaman, now, I don't really go by test screenings. I'm going to form my own opinion. They're saying that the test screenings are going terribly for that shit. They said that there's a reason they want Jason Momoa to play Lobo, because this new Aquaman they said it's probably it's looking like one of the worst DC movies ever. I don't know how much truth it is to those test screenings.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Catwoman, just putting that out there.
Right. Catwoman. I mean, would you if somebody had a gun in your hand and they're like, listen, you gotta pick Batman and Robin or Catwoman, or Batman and Robin or Steel. Steel's pretty fucking bad. You forgot about Steel? That shit's bad.
I totally forgot Steel was a DC movie. Holy shit.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was a Dark Horse comic. Oh,
you
shit.
Go back and watch Steel. It is pretty bad. It's bad, man. It's awful. It's awful.
I can't make these. It's all on the knees, man. Just
yeah.
He's gonna throw the grenade through the back.
Ray J was his fucking brother. Like, Big Mama was the grandmom. Judd Nelson was the villain.
The bad guy.
I'll slap the shit out of Judd Nelson if he tried to boss somebody around in a DC movie. He was such a pipsqueak in that shit. Yeah, that definitely is. Okay, Steel, Batman and Robin, Catwoman. I don't think Aquaman could be any worse than those.
James Wan really has to fucking shit the bed and all. I mean, this is James Wan we're talking here. Like, there's no way, right?
Right.
There's no way.
I don't believe it. This is one of the reasons why I don't go by test screenings. I don't go by Rotten Tomato scores. I theorize, but I form my own opinion, man. Everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, the test screenings. Well, they must be right. It's like, no, the test screenings thought that Halloween Resurrection needed more Busta Rhymes. And that's the reason why we got more Busta Rhymes. So people should know not to trust test screenings out this motherfucker. Like,
yeah, test screenings said that he should live.
Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. Jonah Hex. I don't know if you've seen Jonah Hex. That's a DC movie.
I've never seen a DC movie. Holy shit.
I heard it's pretty bad. I've never seen it. I heard it's bad, though. I don't know. I still want to watch it.
Josh Brolin, Megan Fox. I mean, that's all you really need to know.
John Malkovich. Michael Fassbender's in this, too?
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Green Lantern, it was not all that terrible. Was not all that terrible like people make it out to be. It just wasn't all that
The CGI was just a little too much. And I also think they just... I'm not big... I mean, I don't know enough about Green Lantern to really kind of appreciate the character for what it is. So
exactly.
And also Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds? I don't know.
This is same director. Green Lantern was directed by the guy that did GoldenEye. I never knew that. He did GoldenEye and Casino Royale. He did the Mask.
Martin Campbell?
Yeah.
No, Jimmy Hayward.
No, Martin Campbell did Green Lantern. Jimmy Haywood did Jonah Hex. I don't know what the fuck Jimmy Haywood's done. Oh, he did oh no.
Horton Who's Who and Freebirds.
That's it?
Yeah.
God damn. I don't know whether to take that and run with it or wait, The Spirit is a DC movie?
Is it really? I thought that was a Image comic.
Yeah, listen, that's news to me. They've got it in the category as a DC live action movie. I never knew it. The Spirit is weird. It's a weird fucking movie. It looks great, but it's a really strange comic book movie, man. It does give you one of the best glimpses of Eva Mendes's rear end that you can ever see on screen, next to Training Day. Plus, it's all polished up. As you know, they make it look like a comic book. Constantine is a DC movie. And they got that's when I got to go back and watch because they got a part 2 of that coming out. And apparently Warner Brothers said that that's a priority for them. They said that's a priority film that they want to.
Yeah, and they're giving them, they're leaving them alone. They're going to leave them alone. So that's good. That's a fucking good sign.
That's because
I'm happy they finally getting this Constantine too. So about fucking time, I'll tell you that.
And I'm looking at this DC shit. I want to see. I'm curious to see. I know nothing about it. Blue Beetle. I want to see what that's going to be hitting for. If that's the closest I can get to it, like the suit in the behind the scenes pictures reminds me of the Guyver suit for some reason, just a little bit.
No, it does. It really does.
And it's a practical suit. And then you got my man Zolo. I can never pronounce his name from Cobra Kai. He's already got the martial arts shit down pat.
Yeah.
So it's in post production. So I'm hoping that is like a nice little random hit for DC too. They need
August
all the W's they get.
August.
And then we got Joker Fule Fufa coming out. So people can
Folly the Fall.
I'm over it.
I'm not gonna watch that. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
Everybody,
you fucking say it.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, give it a chance. And no, I will not.
Now, my personal opinion is I don't think that was a movie that deserved a sequel. You actually did what you needed to do with that first fucking movie. Why would you tarnish that? Because you left it open ending. Well, was it all in his head? Did it really happen? That was a smart ending, and you're gonna ruin it by doing that shit.
That ending should have been left for everybody who liked it to ponder on forever, and it should have been a one-off film. I don't like it as a Joker movie, and I feel like it's overrated as shit. But overall, the writing's good, the directing's good, and there's not a bad performance in that movie for the most part. It's a well-made film. It's just not a Joker movie, and I put this on Facebook, man, and I said I don't understand why everybody. This is an era of movie critics and just fans that are so fucking quick to call something a cash grab. Why don't people call out the Joker movie as the same thing? Because that's what it is. You're cashing in on a household name and just turning it into something that is not. And everybody's like, oh, I can't wait to see Joker, Voulez-vous coucher, and all this other shit. No, man, I don't. They are so hungry for Oscar bait that they're wearing it on their sleeve. You even got Lady Gaga to be Harley Quinn. Come on, man. You're just going, you're going super dramatic here, and I have no interest in it. I feel like the only way I'll watch it is if people really want to know our opinions on it, and then we just end up reviewing it by default or something like that on the show.
I have a feeling that we might review that on the Bump of the Night podcast because we did the Joker a couple years back.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling. I have a feeling that we might have to do that one in October. Fuck.
Yeah, we got to please the fans out here, man. These are the sacrifices that we make for y'all. We watch these movies that we don't want to. We watch these movies that we know are pieces of shit. We do this for y'all. So if ever we
watch that movie so you don't have to.
Sacrifices, man. God damn it.
Before we move on to our main event, I want to get your thoughts on something real quick. Are you familiar with Willie D and Scarface's podcast, the Geto Boys podcast? Okay,
I am not.
So they have a podcast together, Willie D and Scarface. I think 2 weeks ago during the Grammys 50th anniversary for hip hop, hip hop turned 50, and they celebrated hip hop for the very first time in the Grammys history by showcasing artists that they had shunned early in the industry. Geto Boys, Rakim, Ice-T, Queen Latifah, all those cats finally got their Grammy moment, right? Scarface came out and did My Mind's Playing Tricks on You. He performed that. A week later, or a couple days later, he went back into the podcast with Willie D, and Willie D pressed him on. He's like, why would you go and perform that song without me? Like, why would you go out there and perform that song without me? That's not your song. That's our song. Right. Like, why'd you go? And he's like, Willie D's like, I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have gone. And Scarface is like, well, I did go.
Just no fucks
The
given.
whole problem is that Willie D wasn't invited by Scarface, but Scarface only did his opening verse, and then he had to go into Ice-T's Colors, and then Ice-T had to go in. So they all had a verse to do. But what was Willie D going to do there anyway? Just stand there and be a hype man? Like, I don't think Willie D would have liked that.
Now that I did not know. For one, I gotta watch their podcast. Two, these motherfuckers are too old to still be dealing with this type of shit. Like, there's still no mutual respect amongst the OG rappers at this point. This is the moment in time where all the OG rappers are supposed to they supposed to be unified because the children of the corn are still rushing in. Somebody left the back door of the industry open, and these sons of bitches just keep running in. You got the little Uzi Verts and all of them type of motherfuckers that's coming in trying to shut shit down. They are not setting a good example. I don't want to pick sides between the two, but they both, like, it's like, why? They had this argument or this debate, or was it an argument or was it a debate, like, on their podcast? They had this on their podcast?
It kind of came off at, like, pointing the finger at them. Like, if you watch the clip, Willie D kind of comes off aggressive. Like, I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have done it. Like, why would you go? Why would you go without me? But I'm sitting here thinking as a fan, like, well, first off, what the fuck would you have done there anyway?
Somebody.
And then from another fan perspective, I'm like, well, if Bushwick was still alive, I have a feeling Scarface would have taken Bushwick. I just have that feeling. I just have that feeling that he would have taken Bushwick and not Willie D, because him and Willie D didn't have. It is documented that they have a very tumultuous relationship, going back to them doing music together. That is documented. Yeah, so I'm not talking out of turn, but that is documented. And Willie D left the Geto Boys. I think after
that explains it, though. Like, if they got this deep, you said it's documented. If they got this deep-rooted, like, secret beef, then this shit was bound to boil over at some point. But my thing is, like, why now? Why now? It was supposed to be like, okay, they did it on the podcast. Thank God they didn't do it at the show, because that would have been a fucking mess.
Yeah,
I need to bookmark at least. What's their podcast called?
I think it's called Geto Boys Live.
All right. I'm going to at least bookmark it, so... Oh, yep.
You found it?
Wait. Oh, no. That's a fucking Sway interview. Ooh, yep, there it is. This is a long-ass episode. This is a long... Okay, yeah, I'm going to bookmark it, because this is a long... This shit says 50 minutes and 52 seconds. I might just earphone this shit later on tonight.
Yeah. And then he calls him selfish. I don't think it was a selfish move, though, because I think it was the right move. Like, it was about finally getting the recognition that the Geto Boys deserve, that their place in hip-hop is important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Scarface has done a lot for for hip hop and his community. Like, Scarface deserved that moment. If anyone on that stage deserved that moment, it was him. You know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't just about him. It was about his group. It was about his crew.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, I can see what you mean, because Scarface, maybe he got happy feet, especially because Scarface almost didn't make it out of his little medical situation he just had.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, a couple months ago or a year ago? So maybe he just got happy feet and was like, look, I'm going to take the initiative, and I'm going to live it up, and I'm going to do this, like, not just for myself. It might look like I'm doing it for myself, but I'm going to do it for the group and do it for hip hop and this, that, and other. Maybe that's his mindset. Maybe his mindset is just, it's completely different, and he's like, look, I'm going to take some risk. I'm going to go all out. Might not wake up tomorrow. Look, man, like I said, this is, I hate hearing stories like this. Like, people are going to, like, clash and have creative differences in the game, but, like, to hear that the OGs, the templates that laid the fucking bricks down for hip hop, like, to hear that they're still, like, it sounds like they just bickering back and forth. I mean, they probably make some good arguments, but it just pisses me off that we're still at this point. Like, there's still grown ass men in the industry that are still like, what? Like, just doing that. Like, this shit.
Yeah. And I don't think it was Scarface's fault, because it was Questlove that called up Scarface. It was like Quest that called Scarface, like, hey, you want to come out and do this? Because Questlove sits in on the panel now for the Grammys.
Does he?
So he was the one that called Face, like, hey, man, I want you to do this and perform this song here.
Shout out Questlove.
You know,
shout out Questlove. Yeah, I never knew he sit at the panel though. See,
yeah, it was.
Now they got all of these. They got all of these Bushwick Bill interviews in the. Oh wow! They you know how, like, when you scroll down, they'll give you, like, the full video, but then they'll give you, like, little snippets that they break apart and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, this is somebody calling somebody selfish, somebody trying to beat the brakes off of somebody. The plot thickens. The plot thickens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Willie D, did he really say this? He said, I'm to Scarface, he said, I'm sure your kids were proud of you, but you robbed me. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's just been trending all over hip hop on the TikTok.
Yeah. I gotta watch this.
And I've been watching this too. I'm like, dude, Willie, like, you're like, you know, so say for instance, right? If we were in a group, but you was the front man, and they asked you to do that, and you went out and did that, I'd be happy for you, because one, not only you're representing yourself, but you're representing the crew. Like, just take the win.
It's another interview. This is a separate interview though that says Willie D didn't even go to Bushwick Bill's funeral. I don't know how true that is. Sometimes apparently
no, it's true. It is true. He talks about it and he says, "I didn't want to go. Like, fuck that guy."
Oh God. Yeah. See, man, then you find out years later, like, some of everybody's favorite rappers didn't even, this group shit means nothing. Like, a lot of times it's just good marketing. Like, I feel like not so much back in the day, because groups were a little more organic, but a lot of hip hop groups, motherfuckers were just thrown together, like, for good marketing. Oh, you're from this hood, and you're from that hood, or y'all from the same hood, but you from this side and that side. Let's throw y'all together and make it a science experiment, see if it works. And if it works, yeah, y'all can get this money together. Y'all don't have to like each other, but we need y'all to perform these songs and record these albums. And I hate that shit, man. I feel like the group should genuinely like each other. They definitely should. But, you know.
Once money gets involved, bro, it's a different story.
Oh, yeah. I was just, like, all those, I was watching Straight Outta Compton, but then you go back and watch some of the interviews with the members. A lot of that shit happened. Like, when the money got involved and Jerry Heller was taking money from him and showing favoritism to Eazy-E, that shit gets ugly, man. That's why, like friends and business, it don't mix. It don't mix all the time. Especially like in music, because a lot of people, like, in music, this ego clashes. Like, I remember it was years ago. But I was in like when I was in high school, I was in like a rap group, and like some people would catch feelings. It's like we would all divvy up money and we would meet at the train station, go to the studio. Everybody's not going to make it on the song. We got a certain amount of money to pay for a certain amount of studio time. Everybody's not going to make the cut. Like, it would be last minute cuts. Like, look, I know you wrote off this, but we ain't got time to record it. We taking you off this shit. Or, yo, last studio session, we took your verse off of this because his verse sounded better on it. It's like shit like that happens, man, and people get in their feelings over it. It's this music shit, man. Kids, don't do music. Stay away from music. If we can give a message to you,
it's a lot easier apparently.
Listen, exactly. And you'll probably get along with your friends a lot better in the long run. Just stick to do podcasting or social media networking. Stay away from the rap game, kiddos out there. The children of tomorrow. That's our message for y'all this evening. Stay the fuck away from this rap shit because the shit'll get ugly.
I am fucking taking that bit right there and making that into a YouTube short.
I'm telling you, man, like we're gonna have like so many like short, and I love the way you cut those things together, man, because then the beat comes in after with the screen. That shit is gold, man. I love the way that those things are cut together. And it's the perfect moments where we're just snapping about some shit. I love that shit. Yeah, kids. You kids stay in school, man.
Yeah, don't do music, man. Don't do music. It's bad. It's bad for you. Yeah, I mean, to your point, like, you see that shit with Tribe. You see that with Leaders of New School. You see that with G Unit. You saw that with Cash Money. You start to see that because once a certain member starts getting hot, other members start, feeling jealous about it. So I just wanted to hear your take on that.
I mean, in the case of G Unit, I feel like the only person that didn't have anything to worry about was Tony Yayo because nobody gave a fuck about that dude. His bars was garbage. I feel like Tony Yayo. Listen, I'm burning more bridges. I feel like I
like Yayo. I like Yayo. What the fuck? Why is everyone shitting on Yayo? Like
garbage. He is the weakest, and every hip hop group for me has a weak link. Like the Locks. I got Jada, I got Styles, I got Sheik. Sheik's not trash, but Sheik's not there. He used to be.
It's funny because back in the day, it used to be Sheik, Jada, and then Styles.
Sheik had bars.
When they were on Bad Boy, that's how it was. It was Sheik, Jada, and Styles when they were on Bad Boy because Sheik had the bars back then.
He had bars, yo. He did. And I remember I was excited. When he dropped that Silverback Gorilla album, I bought it and I was like, God damn, man. And even with
featured. He's not better as a solo artist. He's better when he's featured, in my opinion.
Yeah, and even then, you either got to go first or you got to go last. That's the only way it is. Don't put Sheik in the middle. I mean, they did that on, I think it's called, is it not Super Gangster or Gangsta Gangsta? I can't remember what the sample was from, but Styles raps first, Jada raps second. Wait, does he rap? I don't fucking remember. I got to go back and listen to the Styles thing. But every group's got a weak link. I just thought Tony Yayo was Jesus Christ, man. I mean, he tried acting.
That hurts my feelings, man. I bought that CD too, man. What the fuck? And that CD was kind of ass, also. So yeah.
You bought the real one?
Yeah, I bought Thoughts of a Predicate Felon. I was like, there's a couple songs, there's a couple slappers on there, but it's really kind of forgettable. Like straight out of Cashville was dope. Hunger for More was okay. Hunger for More was okay.
Yeah, Hunger for More was cool, and then when Hunger for More was cool, but then when he got to that Rotten Apple shit, that's when it was like, I don't know about this shit anymore. I don't know. And Lloyd Banks was
once he gets the smile, the album takes a dip.
I like the documentary. If we're talking G Unit, when the game was with G Unit, I liked the documentary. But
was fire.
Doctor's Advocate kind of lost me, and I think he dropped the one after that I didn't even listen to.
LAX.
Game had bars though. Like Game did not rap like a West Coast rapper. That's one of the reasons why I bumped his album like for months on end because he rapped like he was from somewhere else. He didn't sound like he was like your average West Coast rapper. He had production like that sounded like West Coast, but he was on another level. 50 gets a pass because 50's mixtape shit was fire, and he kind of toned it down with the mainstream shit, but 50 is a songwriter, yo. That dude is out of this world. People can say what they want about how he's not all that lyrical and all this other shit, but 50 can make bangers, hooks, all that shit. This motherfucker had Freeway signed to G Unit at some point and was singing on the hook. 50's the only person who can end somebody's career and jumpstart his all over again by doing the same shit. He ended Ja Rule's career. You singing on every song, melodies and hook. 50 sings on everything, and it's fire. I don't understand.
The original Drake. I mean, people want to say what you want about Drake, but Drake can. I mean, he's in that level of writing. When you think about it, like it really is.
If he actually writes,
now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Quentin Miller came out and blew his shit up, so I don't know. So we'll see.
With Drake, I just want him to pick a genre. Like if we were interviewing Drake on the show and be like, "So what genre are you?" You can't just fuck around and say, "Well, I do a little bit of everything." No, what do you do? What do you do? Because he did the I Want to One Dance Pondy Replay shit. He did his hip hop. He did his R&B. This motherfucker's on 96.5. He does pop. The only thing he's not doing is rock and roll and death metal right now. And I won't be surprised if he drops an album doing that shit. He said, "Give it time.
Give it time. Give it time.
Yo,
give it time."
Oh, Drake dropping a fucking death metal album? That shit'll probably be fire, though. I'm sorry.
It'd be so funny because it'd be like, he's like, so long.
Yeah, he's gonna break it down. Like you're gonna feel like the gates of hell are opening up, but you want to like smoothly ease your way on into it and just listen to the melodies while you're going to hell type of shit. Drake's a conniving bastard and he's a genius. God damn it, man. He's a genius. He is. Yeah. You can't take that away from him.
Can't.
Regardless of whether he wrote his rhymes or not.
Yeah. You can't take that away from him. Not at all.
Drizzy. We need Drizzy on the show.
For real. Champagne Papi, where you at?
Yeah. I want to ask you if you really wrote your bars or not. I want to ask him.
I don't know. Miller says otherwise. Well, actually, he's shown otherwise because he actually has reference tracks for some of his tracks. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
The plot there.
Yeah, I would definitely have some questions for Drizzy if we got him on the show. We still got to do that. We still got to do that hip hop based, like hip hop movie hybrid episode where we talk about which one of our favorite rappers are our favorite directors. We still got to get that one in the can, bro. I have not forgotten. I did forget, but you just reminded me.
Yeah,
talking about the music shit.
We got to do that at some point. I think maybe in June we should do that because I think April we got video game month because of Super Mario Bros.
Oh, that's right. Listen, I'm ready for that too, man. I'm ready for the discussion and I'm ready to see that movie. I think that movie is gonna be fire. I think it's about to open
90 minutes. Well, it's refreshing. It's not 2 hours long, so that's good.
Yes, I'm ready for it.
2 hours long, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so are you ready for our main event?
I am ready. I'm ready.
Actually found a lot more characters that I found unexpectedly died. So going forward, you got three?
I got three honorable mentions. I got the five, but I got three honorable mentions if we get to that after the fact or whatever.
Okay.
I don't want to put the honorable mentions out there to be on your list.
So spoilers for pretty much every movie out there. So spoilers, okay? Going forward,
my list
spoilers.
I feel like my list it's not all that satisfactory for me. I'm looking at this list right now, and I feel like I could have picked other movies. All my movies are horror movies. Every last one of them. My honorable mentions. Yeah, my honorable mentions are even horror movies. And I was looking at it earlier. I was like, man, I should have just scattered the genres around a little bit.
I actually have three that are non-horror.
Okay. Good enough. We'll make it
three that are non-horror. All right, so I kicked it off last time. You want to go?
my number 5 is probably one of the most. I won't be surprised if you have this on your list, but this is like one of the.
I forgot to say what we're doing. This is unexpected movie deaths. Sorry, this is unexpected movie deaths that we did not see coming. So these are movie deaths that you did not see coming as an audience member, and the character's death took you by surprise. So viewer beware. Spoilers abound. All right, go for it.
All right, so this my number 5 for unexpected movie deaths, character deaths. This is probably like the most obvious one I could think of. This is like the unexpected death heard around the world. It's on all types of Watch Mojo lists and all this other shit, but that literally was the first death that came to mind. My number 5 for unexpected movie deaths is Samuel Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. It's an obvious choice. Listen, it's an obvious choice. I know anybody that was tuning in and waiting for this conversation, there's probably those 1 or 2 people out there that knew that this was going to be on the list somewhere. Samuel Jackson, as I think his name was Russell Franklin in Deep Blue Sea. First of all, Deep Blue Sea, everybody went into this movie thinking Samuel Jackson was going to be that guy to make it out. If not, he was going to be the one black guy to make it out of the 2 that were in there, because people probably assumed LL Cool J was going to die. Even though he did survive Halloween H2O the year before. But the funny thing about Samuel Jackson's death was not only did nobody see it coming like a mile away while he's giving that Oscar-winning speech. I don't know if you've heard like the interview before. That speech was probably a couple pages long in the script. And Samuel Jackson was like, this is a waste of my time. I'm not saying all of this. Just cut it short right here and kill my character off. Now, I know his character, I think, was still supposed to die, but that speech was supposed to go on, and everybody was supposed to, the camera was supposed to slowly zoom in on them, but he wasn't having it. Like, he was calling shots. He's the guy that can demand a salary at that point in his career and say what he wants to Rennie Harlan and the writer. And I'm telling you, man, when I first saw Deep Blue Sea and that fucking shark, CG shark or not, because CG's awful, but when that fucking shark, yeah, that CG's fucking terrible. When that shark, you can see the teeth behind him. When that shit slams him down, it was insult to injury because, first of all, you cut off his speech. You didn't let the man finish. He had everybody gassed up, ready to survive. Mm-hmm. The shark grew legs and jumped out of the fucking water. He did that Jaws the Revenge shit where the shark can just magically grow limbs. So he grew legs, jumped out of the water, slammed Samuel Jackson down, pulled him under. And then not only do you see like the blood coming up, but the other shark, the smaller shark, comes up and breaks a piece of him off and then just swims off. And it's like watching that death scene, like it's coming when you watch it. But me, I still watch it and I still think he's coming back. Like, it's hard to believe that they kill Samuel Jackson like that in the movie. And I'm like, well, maybe he can find his lower torso and pull it like back to himself, because that death it still holds weight. The music, the reactions from what's that dude's name? Thomas Jane and Michael Rappaport and Suffering Burroughs. Suffering Burroughs, we need to get her on the show. I'm getting sidetracked, but yeah, that's my number 5.
Wing Commander. Remember that movie?
Wing Commander?
Yeah. She was Wing Commander. She was Freddie Prinze's love interest.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Wing Commander in years. Matthew Lillard was in that too, right?
Yeah. He was the partner.
I haven't seen it. That's one that we can talk about during video game month, actually. Wasn't that based off a video game?
I don't know. I remember it was a cartoon at one point. Do you remember?
It might have been a computer game or something. But yeah, that's my number 5, man. Samuel Jackson in Deep Blue Sea got his ass bit off by a shark, all the way off.
You're right. It's a video game series.
Was it? Oh, okay. I was about to say, if it wasn't like a console, it was probably a computer game or something.
Yeah, you're right. It was a PC game.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to start off with a non-horror death, and this is a death that no one saw coming, and this dude was all over the marketing, and he was headline, and this is And this is a guy that you don't kill off in the 90s, bro, because this was the guy in the 90s, bro. This was that guy, man. You know, he was the guy that said, "Who did Bobby Lupo?" That guy, Steven fucking Seagal as Lieutenant Colonel Austin Travis, an executive decision. He gets killed off in the first 20 minutes of this fucking movie.
Wait, he does? I didn't listen. That's with Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah, that's Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, Halle Berry.
Yeah, I forgot Steven Seagal was even. I've only seen it once, and that was back when it came out. I forgot They killed him in that.
John Leguizamo. Yeah, they killed him off. Once they get to the airplane, once they get to the airplane, the fucking the compression starts breaking, and then he fucking flies off, like he dies.
Fucking Steven. Yo, that shit's probably amazing. Listen, because I've never been a fan of Steven Seagal, so I've definitely got to go back and watch this movie. He's okay, but I just don't see the big deal. Oh, yep, you're right. Halle Berry was in there. Oliver Platt, John Leguizamo, Joe Morton, B.D. Wong.
B.D. Yeah, they're all Navy SEALs.
Mary
Leguizamo, Morton, and the other guy. Can't remember. But dude, this is just not that bad of a movie. It really isn't that bad of a movie when you think about it. It's not that bad.
And people
once you get over the shock of Steven Seagal dying, like,
yeah,
what the fuck? You don't do that. You don't kill Steven Seagal.
They probably thought he was going to stick around throughout the entire movie, though. Yo,
who kills Steven Seagal, man?
I gotta go back and watch Executive Decision now. What the fuck? Wait, did he at least have decent acting when he died? Because Steven Seagal's got like one note where he's just like
he was doing that face was like
and he's in the little box that says the 2-minute trailer. He's in there and he always looks like
they marketed the movie around him. They marketed the movie around Steven Seagal. It's like, this is a Steven Seagal movie.
Oh, they had to put asses in
switch.
Yo, so he was a bigger star than Kurt Russell at the time, right? This was a 90s.
Because he was Warner Brothers Golden Boy, because he did like Marked for Death, Hard to Kill. We were talking about Executive Decision, The Perfect Cure. Executive Decision came out in 1997, starring Kurt Russell, Steven Seagal, John Leguizamo.
I can't even fucking see comments if we got them.
Yeah, just turn them up right now.
I can't see a goddamn thing. What's good, everybody? I can't even see the comments in here. But what's good, y'all? Whoever's watching, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, Steven Seagal was a bigger actor than Kurt Russell.
Okay.
Byron Spear. I knew you were talking about Executive Decision. I love that film. Right? That's a good film. That's a good film. I like that. That movie was badass.
Can I see my own comments?
You can't see the comments anymore?
I can't see shit. I can't see my comments. I can see us. I see the top of the screen. It says 3 people are watching. And I don't see any comments. I've always got some fucking technical difficulties going on. It's all good. We appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yeah. Keep the comments. If you guys have a unexpected movie character death, please drop them in the comments and I'll read them off as we go. Thank you. Appreciate everyone watching.
No, they probably advertised this shit. Like people were probably excited to see this. Like, yo, man, you see that new Steven Seagal movie that we about to check out? And then they kill him in the first 20 minutes. Yo, that's golden marketing right there.
Yeah.
And then when you kill him off, it's when you kill. Ooh. It just dawned on me. I had one that I should have put on my list. I almost said it, but I don't want to say it, and it's on your list. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'm about to change my list. I know this is so unprofessional of me. I'm about to change my number 1 because I almost spouted it out. If you got it on the list, then we'll just like discuss it at the same time. I almost, because I was going along the lines of when they market somebody big time or at least halfway big time or word of mouth, and they just fucking kill. Oh my goodness. goodness.
Yeah. So that'd be mine. That's my number 5. Steven Seagal. Executive decision.
Okay.
All right. What you got next?
My number 4. My number 4 is a weird one. My number 4 is a weird one because it's obviously it's another horror movie, and I don't know how off guard this caught everybody in the theater who went to go see it or who were expecting this person to live, but I was expecting this person to live, and I did not see this death coming because everything was like prolonged, and I should have known better because death's like, you know, we always talk about Sarah Michelle Gellar's death in fucking
I Know What You Did
last summer. It was something kind of like that where the chase sequence goes on and you kind of think there's a glimmer of hope when they're about to survive. So my number 4, like I said, it's a weird one. I'm going out on a limb here. My number 4 is Paris Hilton's death in House of Wax, 2005. Did not see that.
I see that.
Listen, House of Wax, for one, I will die on this island. I love that remake. I like it better than the original. It's one of the most underrated slasher remakes. I think, and I've always said that if they remake Popcorn, this director needs to do it. He's one of the people that could pull it off. I think his name is like Jean-May or Jamie Colette Serra. Same dude that did Black Adam and The Shallows. This chase sequence goes on so long to where Paris Hilton, she gets stabbed in the heel of her foot, and she gets chased down by Vincent, and then she's hiding out in the car, and she hits him with that wooden spike and fucks his mask up. You think for a second she's going to get away because it's Paris Hilton. You don't think they're going to like off her in a gruesome way. And when she peeks up and the camera like shows her like Vincent throws that fucking spike through the window, and it not like, oh my God, man. Again, insult to injury because it hits her head bounces off the gate, and then bounces forward, and then that shit sticks in even more when she hits the ground, and then he puts his foot on the back of her head to take the shit out while he's filming it, and then it's like, these motherfuckers just killed Paris Hilton. If you watch like the behind the scenes, she was like a girly girl in that scene. She's like, I don't want the fake blood in my hair and in my eyes and shit, and I'm thinking like it's Paris Hilton. She's had all types of liquids like squirted in her hair and on her face before, so that's really no big deal at the end of the day. But her death sequence, listen.
Oh my God, you're so fucking bad.
I know. I'll take that one on the chin. I know I just burnt that bridge. We're never getting Paris Hilton on the show. I'll take that one. I take full responsibility for that.
Holy shit. Listen, oh shit.
I'm sorry, man. It's the caffeine, people. It's the caffeine. It's the caffeine. If anybody has been wondering what I've been drinking this whole time, it's coffee. It's not alcohol. It's coffee. I assure y'all, it's the caffeine that's just making me say these things. Shout out to Paris Hilton. No, shout out to Paris Hilton. I wanted to watch The Simple Life when it came out, but I didn't. But shout out to Paris Hilton. All in all, I say that to say this. Her death scene in that movie is very unexpected. It's gruesome. You don't expect like a bougie person and a bougie actress, because I think at that point she had only been in it was another slasher movie or horror movie called like 9 Lives or something like that. I don't remember what the movie was about, but she was in another horror movie. I don't know if it was before or after, but you don't expect Paris Hilton to die.
This was her first. This was her first movie.
House of Wax was her first movie?
Yeah, that was her first movie.
And she did that 9 Lives shit afterwards, but you never expect Paris Hilton to die in that way. And then they really let you know her ass is dead. She's not coming back from that. Like when they show her dead body next to Robert Richards in the back of that truck that Vincent pulls up in. That's my number 4. But let me just set the record straight. I'm not trying to talk mean about Paris Hilton. I talk about her the same way I talk about everybody else. The only people y'all won't hear me talk about on the show like that is probably Megan Good, Hayden Panettiere, and Eva Mendes, and Zazie Beetz. That's it.
We already got our Eva Mendes earlier. We got that one earlier with the Spirit.
Yeah, we sang her praises. We said her ass was amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I mean, I can't even top that. I can't top that. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I can't top that. Okay.
Best shot in the entire movie. But that's,
oh my God,
that's my number 4, though. That's my number 4, Paris Hilton House.
All right, so my next one, let's see. I'm going to go with a horror one, and I'm going to go with Tara from Terrifier.
Oh,
This was the girl that we followed throughout the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
He gets fucking slaughtered at the end of the movie. She gets ripped apart. It's like, what the fuck? Like, and all of a sudden it changes. Like, oh, that's not our final girl. This is our final girl. Like, what?
It's oof.
So Tara from Terrifier was our final girl. She was the girl that we were following throughout the whole entire movie. And then right when you get to the end, she dies unceremoniously. Like, you do not see it coming because you think she's going to make it out. And then, boom.
Yeah.
She dead.
Because she was rocking out in that movie, man. Like, God damn, man. Terrifier.
Dre Data, we are talking about unexpected movie character deaths. And we're on number 4. I'm talking about Tara from Terrifier. She unexpectedly died toward the end of the movie. And so that was very unexpected. I thought she was going to survive. I thought she was Sidney Prescott. But they ended up just killing her.
He said he thought she was Sidney Prescott. Art the Clown is if you thought was a person, yo. Yo. Oh, anybody watching, I can't see any comments, so I see we got it says 4 now, so I see somebody just joined us, but I can't see who joined us. I can't see the comments. Actually, I can see who joined us. I can't see the fucking comments, all right? I'm having some technical difficulties and shit. But Terrifier, yo, that's a good one, man. Terrifier overall, like, that shit. Art the Clown, like, I'd probably rather be killed by anybody except Art the Clown.
Because he takes his time with you.
Yeah. And they're already planning part 4, supposedly. Like, they didn't even start shooting part 3, but they're planning part 4. Part 4, they said, might be the last one. I just want them to keep going. Like, how much more can audiences take from Art the Clown, man? Because he fucks people up. He fucks people up.
So, I got a comment for you. It says, let Rome know it's the biggest movie critics he knows.
What happened?
Emotion. So, Dre Daya said, let Rome know it's the biggest movie critics he knows. Yeah.
Oh, that's my man Dre, man. Dre, he's the toughest movie critic I know. Dre, like, when you hear Dre say he likes something, it's like I look at him like I always meet up with him at my uncle's crib, and like when he says he likes a movie, it's like you liked it? Oh shit! Like, I'm surprised to hear that shit. Like, this dude. But if there's one movie that he hates the fucking Fast and Furious franchise, and I love it. I love his hatred for the Fast and Furious franchise, man. I love it. Dre, we gotta go see Fast 10. Fast 10, bruh.
Oh shit. Fast 10. Dre, let me know what your answer is to that. Are you going to see Fast 10 or not? He says whack. in that way. He's like, I'm good, bro.
This is the same dude that just this morning was telling me to give 2 Chainz a chance in the BMF series in his role in season 3. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. 2 Chainz.
Hell no. Yeah, he's going in.
Don't 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
You watch 2 Chainz in BMF season 3, but you won't watch Fast 10. I know it's realistic, the BMF shit, but goddamn, it's fucking 2 Chainz. Like, I can't. Nope.
2 Chainz is different.
Yeah, he is, man. I mean, he's one of the only.
Different.
Yeah, he's different. He's one of the only rappers that thought that he could change his name and just up and be hot. No, you're still ass, titty boy. You're garbage. He's garbage. He was garbage when he was in Disturbing the Peace.
Not many people know that he was Titty Boy from DTP.
Oh, listen, I'm a Ludacris fan. Luda's in my top 5, so with that came me accepting DTP. I like when Lil Fate's not corny, but I'll say that when Shauna, when the female of DTP is better than you, and no disrespect, I like Shauna a lot, and I'm not saying females can't rap, but you're getting out-rapped. You're getting out-rapped by everybody. When Chingy is better than you in DTP, something wrong. There's something wrong, bro. Yeah. That's a rough time. Chingy, I would listen to Chingy songs when he was out at the time. 2 Chainz, Titty Boy, can't do it.
No Lie? You don't like No Lie with him and Drake? That was a fucking banger, dude.
Drake made it hot. I'm not one of those people that's easily swayed when it's like, oh, well, the beat's hot or Drake made the song hot. Yeah, but 2 Chainz is still
go back and listen to fucking 2 Chainz' verse, bro. His verse, he got bars on that song. He barred the fuck out on that song. Now you're just being a hater, dude. Dre says, come on, bro. Chingy, you taking it way too far. Anyway, back to the movie chat. Okay, back to the movies. Back to the movies. Okay.
Let's not get sidetracked.
What you want. All right, this is what you're here for. You're here for movie chat, not for music. Okay. All right, so that's my number 4, Tara from Terrifier.
Okay, we're on what, number 3 now?
Yeah.
All right, so my number 3 is another horror movie, obviously. It's actually a movie that I watched when it first started streaming, I think like late last year or so, and I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. I'm not going to say I was disappointed, but everybody was gassing this movie up. Like, it was one of the best horror movies of the year. And, everybody's got their opinion, but I watched it and I was like, whatever, I guess. But my number 3 unexpected movie death is Bill Skarsgård in Barbarian. I shouted loud as shit. I watched Barbarian with the volume completely up and all the lights off because I was like, all right, y'all want to call this the scariest movie of the year, best horror movie of the year? Go ahead and scare me, motherfucker. I don't give a shit. And the movie, because it's like I live for that shit. Scare me. I don't scare easily. And it wasn't a jump scare for real. It was kind of like I felt like it was earned. And I like scares like that. Like, it's kind of like that jump scare in The Exorcist 3. That is one of the best jump scares, if not the best jump scare I've ever seen. It's earned. It's not a jump scare every 5 seconds. So when Bill Skarsgård's talking to that girl in the tunnel, and he's like, yo, we got to get out of here. And they keep flipping the camera back on him, back on her. It's dark as shit. You only got the light from the flashlight. And mind you, I'm watching it with the lights out. It's a slow burn movie. There ain't shit happening, and I'm ready to turn it off. That lady, or whatever the fuck that thing was, comes hauling ass out of the darkness and grabs him. I'm telling you, I shouted loud, and I wanted to do like a live reaction watching the whole movie, but I'm glad I didn't, because y'all ain't gonna be talking shit about me screaming at the screen. That lady ran out the darkness and started bashing Bill Skarsgård's head against the wall, and you think oh, Bill Skarsgård is going to be like the love interest or something, or he's going to be the final guy to her final girl. No. Mm-hmm. No. And for any ladies that think Bill Skarsgård is the looker, they fuck his face up in this shit, man. She smashes his face to
his fucking skull just caves the fuck in.
God, man. And it looked like the aftermath looked kind of realistic, man. That was the best face smash I've seen probably since As Above, So Below, where that girl gets her face smashed into the concrete floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Bill Skarsgård, you would never think he would get such a gruesome death. I almost put Justin Long's death from Barbarian on here, but you kind of see that coming. And he deserved that.
Yeah,
Bill Skarsgård.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he definitely was an asshole. I got to go back and watch Barbarian, but I've seen enough to know he was a fucking asshole in that movie. And he kind of earned that death. But Skarsgård, I did not see that shit coming, man. And then after it was over, I was like, and then they just go right into the next day, and it's daytime, and they got the music playing, and Justin Long's character gets introduced, but I'm still
like a whole different movie.
Movie. There you go. Yeah, I was shell shocked from that shit, and I'm like, okay, now I'm invested. I don't care if the rest of the movie is a slow burn until the next kill. I'm in the game now.
But when you get to that moment, the movie picks up.
Oh yeah, it does.
Everything up until that moment is slow burn, but after when you get to Justin Long's character, it picks up. It really does.
You get that creepy shit with Richard Brack's character when he's doing that shopping, and then they've got the camera following him the entire fucking time when he's in the car and when he's in the market. Like that scene, I didn't know that director, that's the guy from The Whitest Kids You Know, and the guy that wrote and directed Miss March. I don't know if you've seen Miss March. Jesus Christ.
Bless you.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what, that was another technical difficulty with the sinuses that just happened. But that director, that's another director or another guy who came from a comedic background who pulled off some horror shit. Now, I was disappointed with the movie, but he still pulled off like a decent enough horror movie for the most part. But I like that was impressive. That was impressive. That death scene was effective as shit. Never saw it coming. Bill Skarsgård, I felt like he had to die like that just so we don't have to see him die. A matter of fact, we got to see him die again in The Crow. He's playing Eric Draven, so we're going to have to relive that Eric Draven death scene. You made that face. I don't. What was that?
I'm totally against the Crow remake. I don't think they should have remade the remake. Me personally, I just don't think they should have remade it. Honestly.
I like the conviction in your voice, sir. He's like, no. He's like, I don't think they should.
the first one's perfect, dude. Like the first one is even though there's a lot of tragedy behind it and it's a sad story. That first movie, man, is Brandon Lee's legacy, unfortunately. Yeah, and absolutely. To me, that's Brandon Lee's movie, and he is Eric Draven. Like, if you're gonna remake this movie, make it with another character, because there's a plethora. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Different characters from The Crow that you could have used. Yeah, other than Draven.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Dre said, agreed, no need for a remake.
Yeah, he's playing. The hell is up with this charter? He's playing Eric Draven, and Danny Houston, I think, is playing the villain.
Top Dollar.
I hope he's a whole different villain. They were originally gonna. I'm trying to fix this goddamn charger. They were originally here we go. They were originally trying to gender swap Top Dollar. They were trying to make him a female, and I was like, the reboot itself is already a big risk. So making Top Dollar, a woman just because, I don't know about that. I don't even know who else is cast in the movie, but it is done. It's done. So it's not like before when Bradley Cooper was supposed to play him or Jason Momoa and they never went into production. The only way this movie's not going to come out is if they scratch
Jack Houston. I actually think I would have preferred Jack Houston over Bill Skarsgård, in my opinion. Jack Houston was Richard Harlow from Boardwalk Empire. He played Robert Kennedy in The Irishman.
I still haven't seen The Irishman, yo.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, because that's a 3-hour fucking movie, man. That's a 3.5 hour movie.
You can sit through it. I mean, here, like on some real shit, you don't feel the length, though. You don't feel the length. If you're invested by the first 10 minutes, you don't feel the length of that movie.
Jack Houston, was he in the guy that was in American Hustle?
I don't know. I don't think he was in that movie.
You said he was in Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah, he played Richard Harlow.
Jack Houston. Let's see here.
Above Suspicion. He was in House of Gucci. He was a Ben R.
You didn't like oh no, I see him. You didn't like the idea of Luke Evans playing Eric Draven at one point in time?
That could have been good.
Listen, I was not sold on it at first, and then somebody told me, go watch this movie with Luke Evans called No One Lives.
Yeah. Ooh, you want to talk about a twist that you don't see coming? That's a fucking twist you don't see coming. That's a good fucking movie.
That movie's crazy, yo. That movie's crazy. When I was done with it, I'm like, yeah, I could see him as Eric Draven. I mean, I wanted Jason Momoa to play The Crow. He would have been scary as shit. But people were like, I don't want Aqua Bro to play Eric Draven. But they had a director and everything, man. It just didn't work out.
Aquaman fucked that up. So blame Aquaman. Blame DC.
Okay, he was in. Listen, DC, man. I hope y'all get it together. I'm rooting for y'all. Because I want Swamp Thing. I want it more than anything else they announced. I want that. I need it. But yeah, that was my number 3. Bill Skarsgård, Barbarian, face bashed in like a motherfucker.
Okay, so I'm on like what, number 2?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, number 2.
Okay, so my number 2 would be Dante Hicks from Clerks 3.
Ooh. Yeah, man. I remember you were selling me on that movie and I wasn't buying it. And then I remember when I watched it, I told you, I was like, yo, that shit hit, man. I see all your points made in your review for it.
Yeah.
That's a good number 2. That's a great number 2 you just said.
Who would have saw that coming? It's a comedy about a movie, about 2 clerks trying to make a movie, and then there's like a death. Like, what? And it was just so heartbreaking. Like at the end, I'm like, oh my god, dude, I could not believe you did that. Like, why would you?
And then they dragged it out.
Dante?
Then they dragged it out. They dragged that shit out. Oh, I was about to say, what is it? A poltergeist or something?
I think they turned off my power.
Oh no! See, this is what we get for talking shit about these horror properties and shit. They coming for you.
But Warner Brothers is coming for me, dude. That's what's happening right now.
Warner Brothers was like, let's handle this shit. Warner Brothers shut it back on.
Okay, you apologize. All right, I'm gonna turn it back on now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend Warner Brothers or Time Warner or Discovery Warner, whatever the fuck you're called. But yeah, Dante Hicks, man, Clerks 3, that's my number 2. I think that's a death that's very unexpected, something that you don't see coming, and it's a death that really resonates with you because it's like, what the fuck? Yep. Like, what is this?
And we've been on this journey with these characters for 2 whole movies. Like, regardless of how I feel about the second movie, the third movie started growing on me. Like, I was not sold on the trailer. I thought it was a terrible idea. Then I saw your review for it, and you didn't spoil anything. And I remember we talked about it, and I was like, do they do what a deleted scene did in the first one? And you were like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, let me be ready for that. But then you get back attached to Randall and Dante throughout the whole movie and what they're trying to do, and then that shit happens? I was looking around, like anytime I well up watching a movie, I'm like looking around like to make sure nobody's watching me, like about to get the waterworks. That shit was rough, man. That was a rough ass death scene.
And then the way he goes out too is like it's sad. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like it's really sad. Like oh my god, like that is fucked up, man. Like you couldn't let Dante have a good life. You know, you took away his wife, took away his kids, you took away everything from him, and man, and then he went out as a bad man.
The words that they like, his whole speech about how Randall's been fucking his life up and all of that, like for him to say all of that before he like falls to the ground and keels over, and then to have them still having like trying to have conversation after that, I'm like, y'all are dragging. Not only is he slipping away, but y'all are dragging it out to make it even more sad. Like never, that's a good number 2 right there. That's probably the most emotional that we've named on this out of this entire list so far. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I had to put that one on there because I was like, I did not see that coming. Like, fuck, man, that was so sad. But yeah, that's my number 2, Dante Hicks from Clerks 3.
That was good shit. God damn, that put my number 2 to shame. My number 2 is not even really like it's not an emotional attachment that I've got to this shit. It's just a shocking ass death scene. Damn, you went for like the Oscar, like goddamn surprising death, man. And I'm back to slasher territory.
I could have gone with my Oscar because I also had another Oscar. I had an Oscar winner die on one of my on my list, and I'm like, I don't know, should I save that for number 1 or should I use that one? But I might use that for my honorable mention.
Number 1?
No.
Okay,
my number 1's different.
Okay, we'll do our honorable mentions like after this though. My number 2 is actually a movie we discussed. We all discussed it. I'll just cut right to the chase. My number 2 is Nurse Vanessa in Halloween Kills. Philly's own Carmella McNeil. And listen, Halloween Kills, and you know, shout out to Ginger Snap. Ginger Snap and Miss Moist were they all on the Halloween Kills?
No, it was
Aaron on there too with us?
Yeah, Aaron, Ginger Snap, and Miss Moist.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Like, we had a ball. First of all, make sure y'all check out that episode on Bump and Night Podcast where we do like a spoiler review for Halloween Kills. We had a fucking ball breaking that shit apart, man. That was a fun episode. But when I did not go to the theater to see Halloween Kills. I streamed it. And I was happy they put it on Peacock because Friday morning when they streamed it, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be very transparent on this show. I went downstairs, I rolled up a J, I sparked it up, I saved the rest of it for later, for the aftermath, and I went into Halloween Kills very much buzzed. So that movie holds a special place with how I reacted to certain shit. But when you get to that sequence in the park, when Michael jumps on the top of the car, and you get that, you know, like seeing him at the back window, it's like the first movie when he jumps on top of the car, slamming the window. It was like the first part with Nancy Stevens in the first movie. But I was rooting for, first of all, Carmella McNeil's from Philly, South Philly at that. I was rooting for her. I'm like, not only is she going to be a final black girl, but she's from the crib. So that's a win-win right there, right? And she was just a sidebar character that cameoed in the 2018 movie that they brought back. I said, this is an amazing thing for this girl. So she gets out the car, and I'm like, okay, she just left her, you know, her husband and Marion to die. Whatever. She beat her feet and got the fuck out of Dodge. Then she comes back with that Desert Eagle that's bigger than her for the most part. Now, she's letting off shots, but the whole time, Michael's just like kind of just looking like he's barely even moving. Bro, when he kicks that door and she shoots herself in the face, it was one of those, oh, like I didn't scream, but I just like, and I was just like that for probably another 10 seconds because I couldn't believe what I just saw. Like, first of all, I never saw a death like that in the Halloween franchise. Like, was it her fault? Was it Michael's fault? Like, I was like, it was so many different thoughts at once.
Gun control's fault. She had no gun control.
And she said that the actress, she said she trained with that Desert Eagle. Like, she trained well with that shit. And I know how to use it. That was one of the saltiest fucking deaths I've ever seen in a slasher movie. Like, for you to die by, like, just, and it was the way that they filmed it. It was like 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Like, you see Michael kick the door, you see the door hit the gun, and then you see her just fire the gun off, and she just drops. And I was like, oh,
fucking face off, man.
Yo, that was insane. And then he propped her ass up on the little, I don't know what the fuck those things are. I was about to say merry-go-round.
Turning wheel, like the spinning wheel.
Yeah. Propped her ass up with her husband on that shit, and just let her ass spin around. Just let her ass spin around.
With the mask.
Yeah. I was about to say shout out to Silver Shamrock, like that's an actual company or some shit we can get on the show. Listen. I need to lay off Halloween for
there is an actual Silver Shamrock. It's called Trick or Treat Studios.
Okay. Yeah. Are they an evil corporation that murders children too?
Yeah, because they make those same masks too.
Yeah. Need to get Trick or Treat Studios on here, man, on the show. For show.
They're local. I might be able to.
They're local, like around you?
Yeah, they're based out of Aptos.
You know what I was telling somebody, man? I was telling somebody the fact that you live out there, all this shit seems just so regular to you. Like, y'all just see celebrities just walking like pedestrians. Y'all got all these monuments.
I live in a farm town. What are you talking about?
It's like, it just seems so regular out there, man. Like that, like the fact that y'all have all these monuments and it's insane, man. We don't see shit out here. We barely even see Beanie Siegel out here. At least I don't. I don't see celebrities out here.
You don't see Freeway out there, bro. I mean, no, wait. Actually, you don't even see Billy out there.
I've never, in all my years, I've never seen any of them. I've never seen Gilly, Cassidy. The only people I've seen are the dudes that were in the 2000s, like rap DVD era, like from Two Raw for the Streets and Headshots and Get Focused DVDs. And it's like, man, we used to look at these dudes like they were really superstars just because they rapped on these DVDs. Like I've never seen the Kevin Harts and the Jill Scotts. Like I've never seen any celebrities. Y'all got them all out there. Y'all have them all out there. It's crazy.
Callie Ramirez 831 says, "Dude lives in the boonies, bro." Yeah, I live in the strawberry capital of the world. So I'm like, yeah, I'm surrounded by fields.
I mean,
the only one that's actually like really well known in my area is Richie Valence's brother. He lives in my hometown.
I mean, there's something. So you've never you don't just go to visit maybe like a town over and just like bump into Jamie Lee Curtis like, hey Jamie, like I feel like that's how it is in that state in general. Like, I feel like
I live in Central California. I don't live in Southern California. I live in the Bay Area. I'm lucky to see Too Short, okay?
Oh. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like one of my Facebook friends, I feel like he lives in L.A. So this motherfucker just randomly posted a picture one day. This motherfucker was eating lunch with Paul W.S. Anderson, Mila Jovovich, Robin Shue. Like, and I'm just like, do you know who you're sitting with? He's like, yeah, man, they're really cool people. And I'm like, no, like, don't sit up there and just act like this is something regular, because I don't see celebrities out here. And he's just like, yeah, man, I got Jamie Lee Curtis to autograph this book, man, no big deal. And all. I'm like, you can't be taking this lightly right now. Like, do you know who you're talking about? Like, you're talking about, I try to say that I would never get starstruck, but I feel like if I ever went to LA or just California in general, I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I ran into certain people. Like, honestly, if I ran into Mila Jovovich, if there's one thing I would ask her at which point in which movie did Paul W.S. Anderson want to wipe that up? Like, was it Resident Evil Extinction when she was all like grungy and dirty, or was it like the Resident Evil Afterlife where she was in like the underworld Matrix latex and it was a whole bunch of her? Like, I would, certain questions need certain answers. I hope I didn't burn no bridges with Mila Jovovich just now. I'd be talking too much.
Callie Ramirez says they come to Santa Cruz, but not to our town, which is kind of true because they film in they do film productions out in Santa Cruz. We actually have a Netflix show or movie filming in Cupertino with Jennifer Lopez and Andy Simu from Shang-Chi. They were filming out there in a construction factory out in Cupertino.
Is that the actual guy that played Shang-Chi?
Yeah, the actual guy.
Oh, shit.
Him and Jennifer Lopez are in an action thriller for Netflix coming out this year.
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
Is it in your area?
Was in my area. This was back in Christmas.
Yeah.
The Cheeto brothers, they come to Watsonville now because they start promoting the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So they're trying to get a part 2 going. Lost Boys is very popular out here, but we still can't get Corey Feldman to come to the fucking boardwalk for whatever fucking reason. Fucking hater.
So listen, Corey Feldman is, I strongly believe that Corey Feldman is focused on his music career. Whether that's a good business decision, this month, like Corey Feldman, listen, don't get me wrong. I love Corey Feldman, man, I do. But the fact that he's still holding on to this Michael Jackson shit is very spooky. It's very spooky to me. Still to this day, like there was a video of him doing like choreography or doing like a concert. I don't know if this motherfucker was at a dive bar or some shit, but he was on stage.
I saw that clip. Yeah, me too.
Like, he's still doing it, man. He's been doing this for decades now, and it's unsettling. It's unsettling for him to do that.
Yeah.
We got to get Corey Feldman on the show, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You won't.
I don't know. We might have to talk about that one off there. Because we got to figure out how to broach that brooch. There's a lot of baggage that comes with it. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. But yeah, okay. So What was your number 2 again? I forgot.
My number 2 was Carmela McNeil, Nurse Vanessa from Halloween Kills.
All right.
She got shot in the face.
So, okay, my number 1, probably not. This might be your number 1 if I'm thinking what you're thinking. This might be your number 1. Charlie Graham from Hereditary.
Oh.
One of the most unexpected deaths in movie history. In maybe recent movie history.
Not my number 1.
I'll break it that way.
Not my number 1, but I did not see that coming on your list at all. Hereditary is actually, I love that movie, like, altogether. That's a good, God damn.
Yeah, that, again, much like Steven Seagal, you market the movie around the little girl, and then you kill her off at the beginning of the second act. Like, what?
Man,
the fuck?
It was yo, that movie. I did my commentary for it the first time I watched it. Again, it was one of those things I watched volume all the way up, all the lights out, and it wasn't necessarily like, oh my God, I'm scared as shit. It was like, what the fuck it's an unsettling movie to watch. It's uncomfortable. Like, not like the death was fucked up, but the way that they led up to it and the foreshadowing, like when you go back and watch, I don't know, like some people don't get it right away. There was a lot of people that watched Hereditary and they were just like, I don't know what the fuck, but the fact that like this movie was so hyped up and I was late to the party watching it, I locked in and I paid attention to every bit of foreshadowing, all the symbolism, everything that led up to the end of that movie. But when you see the girl at the party eating that, what was it, cake or cupcakes?
Yeah, the cake with peanuts in it.
As soon as she like started making faces, I'm like, her throat's closing up. She's allergic to that shit. But her fucking brother, he's an idiot to begin with. I do like that actor. I like that actor a lot, but he's a fucking moron. He's stupid. He wanted to get high with that girl and impress her, and he got his sister killed. She was creepy as fuck, but he got her killed.
Yeah. Callie Ramirez says, like how Stomp the Yard finessed everyone promoting Chris Brown and dude dies in the first 10 minutes. LOL.
Yo, Chris Brown definitely got popped like 2 seconds into that movie. What a waste. What a waste of time.
Holy shit. I mean, I guess that's how they felt about Chris Brown, huh? Holy shit.
That and also in Hereditary, to show the severed head after just covered in ants. I'm like, yo, this movie just has no chill button whatsoever, man. That was rough. That was
that's
rough. Whew.
That's my number 1, Charlie Graham, because no one saw that. And when I saw that in the theater, the whole theater collectively.
I would have loved to be the theater with that shit.
Like the air literally just got sucked out of the room, bro, and like we could not breathe till like the movie was over because we were just like so in shock that they did that.
And his reaction after when he stops the car, it's like it was realistic because, like, obviously I've never been through anything like that before, but I can only imagine if that happened to somebody in real life, and it's just like, I know this did not just fucking happen. And he didn't even want to, like, move at some point. And then what made it more disturbing, like, to drive home after that, and then you hear Toni Collette scream. By the way, like, I agree with everybody when they say Toni Collette got snubbed out of some type of nod for whatever type of award, because she is acting her ass. She gave like one of the best performances of the year. Like, what was that, 2016, 2017 when that movie came out?
2016, yeah.
Her performance, man. Everything that I heard about her performance, like, lived up to the hype.
Spot on, yeah. Whew. You know what? I think sometime in March we should do top 5 horror performances. Because I think the Oscars is in March. I think we should do something like that. I think we should get together and come up with a category and maybe post them on our pages and have people vote on these movies and stuff like that. Like best horror movie of this year, or the best performance of this year, and then me and you, we can do our own like top 5 horror performances of all time.
I might have a couple in mind. I might have a couple of those in mind. That's actually
like we'll do a category of like best practical effects, and we'll have like 4 movies, and we'll have people vote on them.
Yeah.
Or best horror director.
Yeah. Oh no, that's Ari Aster who did Hereditary. That dude. We need to get Ari Aster on the show because I'm curious to know what the fuck type of childhood trauma does that guy have? Because you made The Strange Thing about the Johnsons and Hereditary, and Midsommar was just the icing on the cake for me. I'm like, okay, this dude.
Midsommar. The funny thing, well, not the funny thing, but the thing about Midsommar is that he wrote that after going through a breakup.
Did he?
So he wrote that after he got broken up with.
God, as like, damn, man. A
response, as a way to deal with it.
Fuck, like his healing methods are something else, man. Because it's like, as a viewer, like we didn't hurt you. Like you don't have to make us go through this shit, man. Like, yo. Like, listen, I didn't do commentary for Midsommar, but I started to the second time I watched it, and I turned it off because the opening sequence alone, like where they find the dead parents because of the gas that's pumped into it, like, yo, Midsommar is on a whole nother level, man.
I saw that in the theater, bro, and when that sequence happens and the drums kick in, bro, the surround sounds is just so overwhelming. It's just overwhelming your senses. It's like, holy shit, it's so loud in here. And then on top of that, it's compounded with her crying and screaming. I'm like, fuck. Like, what are we in for?
He specializes in just making you, like, just so uncomfortable, man. Like, yeah, that girl screaming, that harps back to when Toni Collette's screaming in Hereditary when she finds the dead body in the backseat of the car. Something about Ari Aster's direction, like, could you imagine him tackling like one of like the beloved horror franchises? Like, what if Ari Aster fucked around and did Phantasm?
You know, Ari Aster's fucking around and doing Wizard of Oz with his new one, Disappointment. No, Beau is Afraid.
Beau is Afraid. Is that the Joaquin Phoenix movie?
Yeah, it's like it's like Wizard of Oz meets Benjamin Button or something like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here?
Yo, that trailer, I don't know what's going on, man. Like, he got the right motherfucker in there. Joaquin Phoenix, him and Ari Aster, I feel like they're distant relatives. They got a couple screws loose.
Cinema Space Podcast, best A24 film. Well, which film are you talking about? Talking about Midsommar or Hereditary? Which one are you talking about?
There's another A24 movie that I haven't seen called Men. I've never seen that one either.
I don't know if you're gonna like that one. I don't know.
Middle of the road type of movie.
I saw it and I thought it was a good movie. There's a lot of symbolism to that movie. There's a fucking nightmare fuel scene toward the end of that film, bro.
There's a
scene in there, bro, that is pure nightmare fuel, man, toward the end of that film, dude. And it's crazy. Cinema Space Podcast says best A24 film as a category. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we could do that. So
A24, how many movies does... Let me look to see how many movies A24 does have.
The new Joaquin Phoenix movie from A24, A Twist, was spoiled in the trailer. I mean, if there was, I didn't notice it. And if there is, keep it to yourself, Cinema Space, because I don't want to know.
Wait.
Okay, so let's...
Was Everything Everywhere All at Once a A24 film?
24 movie, yeah.
I still gotta watch that movie. I know you said that was like one of the best movies of the year or something. I still gotta
because it actually goes through the multiverse.
Yeah,
there's actual variants.
I'm trying to prepare myself for it. I know it's going to be a lot going on. I know it's a crazy story. So
First movie, that first act plays out like a Shaw Brothers kung fu movie, dude. It is a pure kung fu movie for that first act. And then when the second act happens, then it's character driven.
Oh,
and then the narrative takes over. But dude,
okay,
watch it. I think you like that. As far as men, I'm not sure you would like that one as much, but I am curious to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, the movie Men, like the trailer was just kind of like it's what all fucking A24 trailers do for me. I'm like by the end of it, I'm like, huh? Like I just don't know like how to feel about it. I just got to go into it a little bit blind, outside of who's in it and where it takes place, and then just like judge it for myself at that point.
From there. All right, so your number one unexpected movie death of all time is.
I mean, I ain't gonna say of all time.
Okay.
Listen, all right.
I'm just putting some mustard on it, that's all.
Okay, cool. This is the one I changed. Mind you, it was mid-conversation, and I almost said it. I wasn't sure if this was on your list or not, so I was like, all right, let me not just spout it out. Let me change it. Plus, I feel like it's got a rightful place at number one as opposed to the one that I did have. This is actually not a horror movie, but it just dawned on me when we were talking about a certain film, or at least something that was related to it. But my number one for unexpected, movie deaths, character deaths, is John Connor in Terminator Dark Fate. That's what I changed it to. I don't
talk about that movie, dude. We don't talk about it. We just ignore it like the redheaded stepchild. Like, go away.
Listen.
That is some bullshit, though. That was some bullshit.
I will say this. Fuck you. What's that director's name? Tim Miller?
Yeah, Tim Miller. Deadpool.
Tim Miller, you ain't shit. You know what? I like you. I do. But you ain't shit, and James Cameron ain't shit. Because y'all sat up there at these Q&A cons. Oh, yeah, well, John Connor will be back, and Edward Furlong's back in it. He's in it, and they tried to keep it a little brief every time they were asked about it. Yeah, he's in it. He'll be back. Of course he will, because y'all paid that man to use the likeness of his character from Terminator 2, and y'all got a stunt double to stand in and put the motion capture dots on his face. I was excited. I was like, oh, shit, we're getting post-T2 Sarah Connor and John Connor. Now, we didn't see John Connor in the trailers. We saw Sarah Connor all in the trailers, and I was like, they're going to pull some shit where she may think he's dead or she doesn't know where he's at. They're going to bump into each other. Boom, tag team off the ropes all over again. They're going to have that estranged mother-son relationship, but they're going to rock the fuck out. Somebody's going to die by the end of it. No, we didn't get that. What we did get was the first 3 minutes of Dark Fate. They got everybody's money. They made sure everybody was seated, and they fucked everybody. That's all they did.
I remember I went to go see that movie. I think it was Thursday night. It was me and Aaron. We were doing parking lot reviews at the time, and I met up with Aaron at the theater, and we both sat there. And that fucking first 10 minutes, we're like, "Ah, shit, this is gonna suck." And we just looked at each other like, "Nope."
They shot themselves in the dick when they did that shit, man. I remember watching Dark Fate, and I was like, when they had that CG motion capture looks fucking flawless for Linda Hamilton. No, I love that shit. I love when they de-aged or whatever they did to Sarah Connor and John Connor. I was like, yo, like this looks fucking great. And then Arnold walks up. And, he does the whole, like, they had the music playing and everything, and then he pops John Connor with the shotgun close range, and I'm like, nah. Like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, we're not doing this. And then she starts shooting him, he flips her ass over and shoots him again. And then it says target terminated, and I'm like, y'all didn't just do that. And if y'all did, we're going to go back in time and, like, we're going to reverse this shit, like, on some Days of Future Past. I don't know. But then the movie starts after that. And I'm like, y'all just killed the leader of the resistance and the entire, like, the main protagonist. Like, Sarah Connor is the mother of the future, but you just killed your main protagonist in the first couple minutes of the fucking movie, and then you started the movie after that. I don't give a shit about that girl. That girl that's in there, the Spanish girl that's basically the new Sarah Connor. I don't give a shit about her. I don't give a shit about Grace. Gabriel Luna was okay as the Rev 9, but he ain't nothing but a Hispanic T-1000 that can just replicate himself. That's all he is. Arnold is cool to see, but again, this is one of the reasons why I be telling people stop shitting on Salvation. Oh, you can't have a Terminator movie without Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, you can have Arnold Schwarzenegger in a Terminator movie and it still be trash.
You know, Salvation isn't that bad. It's just that, you know, it was just written poorly. Like, all the characters just weren't defined. They were just all one-dimensional. You didn't really care about any of the characters there. And then also, too, like, the twist was just ruined in the trailer. Why would you expose that? Just stupid.
I mean, the twist was ruined. I would have gave it a semi-pass had they would have casted a better actor. I mean, look, I feel like all these motherfuckers are related. I think I said this in the last episode. Sam Worthington is just another Jai Courtney. He's another Scott Eastwood. He's another Wentworth Miller. I've said this so many times, I don't want to go on a rant about it. But, yeah, man, like, Terminator, John Connor's death in Terminator Dark Fate is, like, I changed it to #1 for a reason, because that's the biggest sucker punch that the Terminator franchise has ever given fans. At least me as a fan. I can deal with the fact that Arnold turned good, or he flip-flopped in the third movie and they had a female T-1000. I can deal with every twist and turn that they threw at us, but to gas that up and gas fans up, especially fans of Terminator 2, and to kill John Connor off in the first couple minutes, that was just a crash and burn moment, man. And you just really don't give a fuck about, like, the rest of the movie after that. You're just there by default. Like, I'm already here, so let me finish watching it. And then the movie doesn't even turn out to be all that great.
Right. No.
So yeah, that's my #1, man. Tim Miller, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Well, move on to honorable mentions. Do these rapid fire.
Yeah, we can do rapid fire. You can do rapid fire.
Okay. So I got Billy Costigan from The Departed. I got Ben from Night of the Living Dead. Nada from They Live, and Sue Wook from Train to Busan. Now, mind you, I could have swapped these in and out with my other list, and I probably should have, but I felt like Ben and maybe Nada would have been on your list, so I was like, oh, the fact that Ben or Nada didn't make the list.
I thought to put. Wait, are you talking about the original Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah, the original Night of the Living Dead.
The fuck, you would think that
I know you fucking posted about it too on Instagram. Because you posted watching the commentary with Romero and someone else.
Yeah, man, that was a fine too, and I forgot what they were saying about the ending. They originally wanted to change that ending. They wanted to change the ending because when they had finished that movie, literally finished the movie, they heard on the radio that Martin Luther King got assassinated, and the producers were like, "Listen, we want you to change this ending. This is going to make too many waves." And George A. Romero didn't change it. That's why he didn't get the distribution that he wanted. And I'm glad that they didn't change the ending, because the movie it was still been great, but that ending is one of the things that stands out with that movie, man. That shit is a shot to the heart overall.
Hold on a sec. What was 3 years ago, Cinema Space, when we went to go see Dark Fate? Is that what you're referencing? But yeah, I had Ben, I had Nada. I didn't think Nada would die. Like, who? Roddy Piper? And They Live? Like, yeah. Sue Woo from Train to Busan, that was another death that very emotional, like the dad. That was, oh shit, I did not see that coming. Yeah,
I cried. Listen, I'll tell everybody on this episode. I cried watching Train to Busan, and that cemented the fact that once I was done with that movie, I'm like, okay, this is top 10 zombie movies I've ever seen of all time.
Yeah,
I love that movie. You know they're making a remake in America.
Yeah, Last Train in Remake. And I hope they fucking do it. I mean, the Tom Jerry, like he did May the Devil Take You. Have you seen that yet?
I have not.
Watch it. It's on Netflix. Watch
what
that.
Is it called?
May the Devil Take You. It is the Indonesian version of Evil Dead.
Wait, hold up.
Yes.
Wait. First of all, an Indonesian horror movie, I already know I'm in for some shit.
Yeah.
What's it called? May the Devil Take You?
Yeah, May the Devil Take You.
It's
on Netflix. And then the sequel is on Shudder.
Is this like commentary worthy or no?
Yeah, I would say it is. I think your reaction, though, would be like priceless, because like, what the fuck? Because it starts off slow, but once you get to the cabin and you see what's underneath the cabin, and then it builds up, it gets gory as fuck, bro. It's awesome, dude.
Is it like gory like the Sadness? Have you seen the Sadness yet?
Yeah, the Sadness is fucking wild, bro. Not as intense as that. Not as intense as that, but the practical effects in May the Devil Take You is really good. Like there's some. I would equate it. I would compare it to the Evil Dead remake, like on that level of practical effects.
Oh yeah. Because that's my Evil Dead. That was I was doing like these Cringe City edition commentaries. That movie, like, it still gets me. Those practical effects are just fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah, they're so good.
I love that shit. Yeah, hell yeah. Was that you got any more for? You got any more for
No, that's it. I mean, Billy Costigan from The Departed. Like, who thought Leo would die?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
And look, I'm not the biggest. Like, I like The Departed, but there's that movie. I didn't expect that much to be going on in that movie. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot of like subplots and shit. But it seemed like at the end, everybody just got shot in the head back to back to back to back to back. Like, that shit was crazy. That was insane. That was fucking nuts.
Those are my honorable mentions.
I mean, my honorable mentions, it's nothing too crazy. My one honorable mention is Harriet Dyer from The Invisible Man, the remake, the one that played the sister when they were in the restaurant, and she's just like.
With, okay. For some reason, I was thinking of the Chevy Chase one. For some reason, I don't know why.
Oh no, not Memoirs of the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. It should have been called and no disrespect to Lee Wanell, I would love for us to get him on the show one day, but it should have just been called The Invisible Suit Man, because that was one of the shittiest cop-outs I've ever seen, man. It's just like he went from a mad scientist to just a guy who was a genius in optics.
No, just call it what it is. Just call it what it is. He went from a mad scientist to Mark Zuckerberg.
Like that twist. That was one of the corniest twists ever. It's like, oh, he's got a suit, so there's not really anything special about him. He's just a man. And then at the end, Elizabeth Moss is walking off with the suit in her bag, and she's pregnant. So the next one's going to be the pregnant invisible suit woman. So come on, man. I just wasn't. I think I gave it like a 7.5 because there was some shit that I didn't see coming, and that Harriet Dyer's death in there was one of them. When they're at the restaurant and that knife just picks itself up, and I was like, oh shit! And then the knife was in her hand at some point.
Yeah.
And she was just like, come on, man. But she's one of my honorable mentions. Naveen Andrews from Planet Terror, the guy who plays I forgot what nationality he is, but he plays the scientist in Planet Terror. And he gets his head like exploded when they're trying to make it like past the guards and make it out of the facility and find the cure and all of that shit. He's like, yeah, I know what the cure is. Let's go. And then everybody's Freddie Rodriguez and Rose McGowan, everybody's following behind him. And he clears his corners, and then he turns the corner with that assault rifle, and then his head just splatters, just splits apart, and he just gets a wig shot that's out of this world. Like, never saw it coming. Love that fucking death scene. Dude's name is I'm trying to think of what other movies he was in. He was in the Brave one. I think he was Jodie Foster's goddamn. He was Jodie Foster's boyfriend in the Brave one. Naveen Andrews in Planet Terror. That's another one of my honorable mentions. Eric Dane in Feast is another one of my honorable mentions. That Eric Dane's death in Feast. I never. You got this guy who comes in the bar and he's just like, they label him as the hero, and he gives a whole description of the monsters, and he's like, these guys got razor sharp teeth and they run fast and they do this, and everybody's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm the guy that's going to save your ass. And then they pull him through the window and just take his head off. And then he manages to let one shotgun round off after they take his head off. One of the craziest deaths ever in a nasty ass movie. Feast was almost so nasty I couldn't finish it.
You know, I need to see that movie. I've never seen that movie.
You never saw Feast?
Never seen it. I heard it was like on Project Greenlight, and like it was like one of the only ones on Project Greenlight that actually became a good movie, and then launched its own franchise. I need to watch
three of them.
A lot of people talk about that shit.
They got a couple reoccurring characters in there, but the first one for me falls in line with shit like VFW, Hobo with a Shotgun, even Fried Barry to a certain extent. It's that sleazy indie, like no holds barred, like type of filmmaking, like with some crazy gore effects in it. Beast is actually, like, for a siege movie with monsters, it's pretty solid, but it is gross as shit, man. Like, I almost checked out at some point. Like, they do some wild shit with the monsters and the deaths in the movie, and they don't let up. So I can only imagine. I've never seen the other two. I'm pretty sure the other two get worse. Like, as far as like how nasty.
Well, they do dip in quality. They do dip in quality because the monsters are replaced with CGI monsters.
When will we learn, man?
Yeah, when would you guys learn?
You know, and you know what? Part of me is happy at the news. There was some news today that said the Tremors reboot is now canceled, and thank God, man, because maybe they would have. I mean, they said that the director wanted to go back to practical, but we all know the studio probably would have been like, look, we don't have time to be able to afford all these special effects, guys. So let's just get on the computer. And download this app.
We're giving you $1 million. We're not giving you $100 million.
Exactly. Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Listen, I did want to see a Tremors reboot, but I feel like we got 7 fucking movies out of that franchise. I don't mind going back. I just watched Tremors 7. Was it 7? I think I watched, Tremors 7, Shrieker Island. I just watched that the other day, and it's like Jurassic Park with Tremors. It's just a Shrieker Island. And they're just snatching motherfuckers up. Dudes with a Gatling gun. They got the Predator reference in there. It's a fun time. But my last honorable mention before I close it out was Mekhi Phifer and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Didn't see that coming. Definitely not in the middle of his annoyed ass speech. And he gets that hook in the back of his shit. It comes out of his. Oh, Ben Willis was on some shit in that movie. Like, if they're not having Ben Willis as vicious as he was in the sequel, in this new one, don't even make it. Don't even bring Muse Watson back for a facial cameo if he's not going to be that vicious.
Don't even do it. Period.
Oh, you're not a fan of them doing it. I'll always know reboot. I mean, look,
I don't know. I don't know, man. That's just
the bright side. The bright side is that it'll be better than the third movie, and it'll be much better than the TV series. There is a silver lining, bro. It is.
I don't know. That's kind of a low bar.
That's no bar, honestly. Have you seen the third one or the TV series?
I have not seen the third one, and my stepkid started watching the series on Amazon. She quit after the third episode. That's all I needed to know.
Damn. Yeah. If the next generation can't even get into it, something wrong. That shit's terrible, man. It's a bunch of coked up, bougie, rich kids who don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. They're just like, who? Huh? What? Who did it? No, you did it. And it's awful.
It's coked up.
Awful. It's terrible. It's terrible. They've got the audacity to still do the same. Like, I thought they were just going to do a reboot altogether, because in the novel, there's no slasher in the novel.
No,
it's just these teenagers.
It's more about a mystery.
Yeah.
Cinema Space says, I missed the first half of the show. Did anyone mention Samuel L. Jackson's Deep Blue Sea? Yes, Romero. That was on Romero's list. I think that was at his number 4, right?
That was my number 5. Yeah, that was my
number 5. Yeah, that was. Of course, he did say that.
You had to. That's the universal, like, one of the most universal shocking deaths ever, man. Like, that shit is on so many different lists. That literally, I was telling Johnny, that's the first one I thought of when I was mapping out my list was Samuel L. Jackson. All the other ones I had to really, like, think about. Samuel L. Jackson was just, like, right off the rip. But he dies. He dies in everything now. I mean, not everything, but Samuel L. Jackson. You know what? Samuel L. Jackson, if there was one opportunity to bring him back from supposed death, they should have brought him back for Jurassic World Dominion. We only saw his arm. They should have just brought him back as an amputee or with a prosthetic arm from the first movie. You never saw a body. You just see his arm land on Laura Dern's.
You know what they should have done? You know what they should have done? Is bring him back as a cyborg.
I mean, all right, look.
It's not far.
I was about to say, listen, we had mutated locusts in the last movie that were like the size of me and you and shit. Like, the dinosaurs weren't even the only threat in that last movie. So if B.D. Wong's character and Dodson from the original movie were in the laboratory fucking around with stuff, they could have brought him back as a cyborg. That would have been plausible. Tyrese had a random cyborg arm in Morbius. Did they even explain that shit? Or was he just half cyborg?
I don't know. If you're still there, did they explain Tyrese's cyborg arm in that movie? I know he was. I think he was the only one that saw it out of us. I still have not seen Morbius.
You ever seen Morbius?
I'm not.
That's another movie where it had a bullseye on it before it even came out. Everybody was already hating on Jared Leto from Suicide Squad. They didn't like it because it was Sony and not MCU. It's not the worst comic book movie ever, but it is very by the numbers and mediocre at the end of the day. It's got some cool moments, like when he's like getting his powers and shit together, but it don't give you nothing that you ain't never seen before. At the end of the day, it's okay. It's all right, and I don't like the villain. It does what Marvel always fucking does.
Your boy Matt Smith. I remember seeing that rant you did on TikTok about Matt Smith. Like, do not cast Matt Smith as a villain anymore, please. His dry ass.
I don't like Matt Smith in anything, and he's awful in Morbius, man. And he's just a carbon copy of Morbius. And again, even though it's Sony, they still do what Marvel always does, man. They have these fucking villains that are mirror matches for the heroes. I hate when they do that. It's one of the most annoying things in the world, man. He's just an evil version of Morbius. Hate it.
Couple comments here. Cinema Space says, or the hybrid idea they had back in 94, 95. I think that's a reference to bringing Sam Jackson back as a cyborg. And he also says, no, they didn't, but then again, that movie was a blur. Referencing Tyrese's cyborg arm.
Yeah, they didn't explain none of that shit, man. He really didn't have to be in the movie. Like, it's good to see Tyrese in something outside of Fast and Furious, but you would have taken him out of the movie, it would have made no difference.
You know what they could have done? You know, dude, they had such an easy way to tie in Transformers and Fast and the Furious, and that was to keep Tyrese in both those franchises.
Listen, it's two different companies, but that is with the shit that Vin Diesel's talking about. Did you hear that he wants Robert Downey Jr. to be in Fast 10 Part 2, like the finale? Like, it's going to be in 2 parts. He wants Robert Downey Jr. to be the antithesis of Dominic Toretto. He wants him to be this guy who's hell-bent on self-driving cars to just take over. You want him to play Tony Stark, basically. So if they do that and Robert Downey, exactly, I'm not even a fan of that. Like, and I go for a lot of shit that this series throws at me, but Robert Downey Jr. as that character, it is an opportunity to bring the Transformers in, because if he's this self-driving, car guru, Optimus Prime could pop up. Optimus Prime and Megatron and Bumblebee, they could pop up. They could.
Yeah.
Or they could do what Michael Jackson's Moonwalker did and just have Vin Diesel just turn into a fucking car at some point. That's the twist that we've been avoiding for all of these movies. All these motherfuckers are really cars at the end of the day. That's how they get their strength. And then just have, like, how in Moonwalker Michael Jackson turned into a car, then a robot, then a spaceship. They could just all do battle. We could just go intergalactic with this shit by the end of Fast 10. I don't know.
Hey, that car he turns into, though, I think it's like a tornado or something, or some, I don't know what kind of car he transforms into, but that looked sick. That looked like a sick-ass car.
Yeah.
It was very sweet.
I don't know what the name of that car is, but I've always loved the design for that car, man. That shit's clean. That shit was way before its time, man. That's something that could be in, like, Transformers now.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of the car from the Wrath. The Wraith.
The Wraith. I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen the movie. I always see, like, people review it online.
Never seen The Wraith?
I've
really?
Never seen
it. And Mia Sarah? That's crazy.
I've never seen it.
Dude. That's a that's essential. I want to say that's essential watch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at it now. Randy Quaid's in here.
Yeah, he plays the sheriff.
Clint Howard's in here.
Yeah.
And Griffin O'Neill from April Fool's Day. I fucking hated him in April Fool's Day. But he's only in it.
He dies like in a good way, though, bro. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, in the rape?
Yeah.
Mysterious. It says a mysterious man spirit. Maybe I'll watch this shit tonight.
It's like, I think it's like 90 minutes or something like that. It's badass. More comments from the Peanut Gallery. No, half human and half dinosaur for Jurassic Park, LOL. They could have brought back Samuel's character. And then he says, Fast 11 in space. I mean, we already got the homies in space, so, I mean...
Yeah, that's the closest to a Homeboys in Outer Space remake that we're going to get, honestly. But that's crazy. That was a thing. There was concept art of human dinosaur hybrids for one of those Jurassic Park sequels, man. I don't know how that would have rubbed franchise fans. I feel like if you're going to move forward and make, what they have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies so far, if you're going to make 7, 8, 9, by the time you get to Jurassic Park 10, Jurassic X, then yeah. Let's get some human dinosaur hybrids up in that bitch. Damn, they got the trailer playing. Clint Howard was young in this movie, man. In Rape?
Yeah.
What is this, like a post-apocalyptic world they live in?
No, it's modern day. Well, at the time, it's modern day. It's actually, I mean, if I tell you, it actually kind of ruins the movie.
All right, well, yeah, I'll go into it blind. This shit look like
there's a twist to it.
This shit look like Class of 1999.
You know what's crazy about that movie? That movie is PG, and they show like a fucking SA scene in there, full nudity, and you see someone's throat get slashed. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's a PG movie, and they're doing some rated R shit.
I mean, they push. I feel like they push PG-13 envelopes or ratings in general. They pushed them more back then than they do now. Like, for example, like years ago is when I realized Poltergeist is rated PG, I think.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they at least not get a PG-13 rating or something?
It didn't exist at the time. It didn't exist at the time. It wasn't until Gremlins and Temple of Doom. Those were the two movies that really got the MPAA to like really push the PG-13.
Yeah. The MPAA was like, whoa, they saw Temple of Doom and said, hold on, goddammit, you just pulled somebody's heart out in front of them.
Oof. You know what's so fucking hilarious? That Tobe Hooper was trying to get the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre to be rated G.
Yeah, he was, listen, I don't want to talk bad, but the drug usage was probably crazy on the set of that movie.
On the MPAA, he was on the phone with one of the people from the MPAA. He's like, okay, if I wanted to get like, something like a PG, like what I have this person going on a hook. Like, what can I not show? And she's like, okay, hold on. Okay, you can't show them hanging. Like, okay. And you can't show the hook penetrating the skin. Okay. What else? That's it. All right. So he does that, and they still gave him like an R rating.
I mean,
it's like I'm trying to get a PG. I'm trying to get this movie to be PG.
Rated G. First of all, that G rating went out the window when he kills Kurt. Like when Leatherface hits him on the fucking head with that hammer, and he starts like.
But if you go back and watch it, you don't really see it.
You don't. The idea of that. I mean, and what else is in there? There's no real gore in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
For the longest time, I always thought you saw her go onto the hook, but you don't. It cuts right before he puts her on her.
You don't see her going to the hook. You don't see him slashing Franklin up. You just see like little splashes of blood fly onto him. But that's it. You can hear it. It's like the sound design on there is a little nasty, even for 74. And at the end, I guess you get a little bit of something where the chainsaw hits his leg, and you see the cut happen. But that's really about it, man. Like, that's crazy that I wouldn't have gave him a G rating even if I worked for the MPAA. I'd have been like, all right, you can get a PG-13 because motherfuckers is gonna walk out of this a little disturbed. but you're not getting a G, Toby. I would have told you.
Maybe PG. Yeah. We'll give you a PG, maybe. But then he goes on and does his own PG horror movie in Poltergeist.
And how? Because that dude, when he's peeling his face off in that mirror, how is that a PG rating? That's nasty. That's probably the only gore that's in the movie, other than like that nasty shit that's on Carol Ann and the mom when they come back from the other side and all that.
Yeah, the ectoplasm.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
And even Poltergeist 3, like I think that was like PG or PG-13. Like how?
That was PG-13. I think 2 on to like maybe 3 are both PG-13s.
And then the remake was
PG-13.
I started watching.
Which I haven't seen the remake. I have not seen the remake.
I remember watching it. When did this come out? Because I saw it when it came out. 2015.
15.
And I remember watching it like when it came on cable and everything, and I fell asleep. So I went back like a month and a half or so ago, and I tried to watch it, and it's pretty fucking boring. They do some like when they give you nods to the original, they do some cool shit. Like the sequence where Robbie gets pulled out the window or pulled out the house by the tree. They shoot that pretty cool, and some shit happens with the daughter where she's getting. I think it's like a nod to Poltergeist 3 where she's getting pulled into the garage floor or something like that. But the little girl, like, she's non-existent. Sam Rockwell is just what the fuck ever in there. And then you got the guy who was in Morbius and Resident Evil Apocalypse. The guy that was in the wheelchair who had the daughter in Resident Evil Apocalypse. He's like the psychic medium that they bring in, and he's like, your daughter is on the other side. And it's like, I'm not buying you at all. Like, okay. Bring back Zelda Rubinstein.
Hold that thought real quick. Yeah. Hold that thought real quick.
Well, I guess it's just us now, people. I don't even know who the hell's in here, man. I can't see the comments. So if anybody's commenting right now, I'm sorry. I still can't see it. I can see who's in here. I see Cinema Space, and I can see Callie Ramirez in here. It says 3 people, but yeah, man, we did our list. I'm not really sure what to say because every time Johnny leaves, I just for some reason don't know what the fuck to talk about all of a sudden. But I'm sitting here looking at this cast for Poltergeist since we were on the topic of Poltergeist, and it's like I'm not sold on it.
Okay.
I know this was directed by Gil Keenan.
What? The remake?
Yeah, I'm looking at this remake. Gil Keenan looks like a cross between fucking Dave Franco and that guy who was buying hookers on Office Christmas Party. Oh, he wrote Ghostbusters Afterlife. Okay, I give him, his writing, I'll give him that, but not a little bit of his directing, not really. He directed Monster House. I actually like that movie.
That was the animated film? Yeah, that was fire. That was fucking fire.
And I didn't want to watch it, but my daughter was just like, she's like, Daddy, can we watch it? I'm like, all right. And then I watched it. I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty fucking good. Oh, he directed 1 episode of the Scream TV series. I don't know if you were into that or not.
It's on the first season. The first season was okay. It wasn't great, but the first season was actually kind of like, was actually good. But I did not finish the second season, so I need to go back and do that.
I would give anything to have Bex Taylor. You know how they have like, do you remember the Dave Chappelle skit where it was like the black delegations, we choose Eminem and we give you percent? I would give anything to take Bex Taylor Claus and give her the career opportunities that Ruby Rose has and just kick Ruby Rose the fuck out of Hollywood because I don't think she can act worth a goddamn. I don't like Ruby Rose at all. I don't like her in it. She's another one. I don't know if I put her in that category. She's in The Meg, and she's in John Wick 2, and she's in Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. She's garbage. She's in Triple X, and she's in Batwoman. No. Nah.
Yeah, I would like to see Bex Taylor Klaus do more, honestly, because I actually like the actor a lot, and I think I think they deserve better, Like, how did you not cast her and they them? Like that was like a missed opportunity. Like, how do you not cast her in that? That was crazy. That's crazy.
Fucking on, and Bex Taylor Claus should have been the final survivor in that movie. For sure. Or at least one of the final survivors in that movie. Bex Taylor Claus.
Bex should have been like the lead. Like, that's who that should have been. It should have been not the person that was there.
Oh.
Talking about fucking a charismatic black hole, dude. Like, dude.
That would at least, I mean, I wanted to like that movie, man. I think we both discussed that movie on one of the episodes, and we both had a lot of the same thoughts on that shit. It was a missed opportunity. Bex Taylor Claus could have definitely brought something to that movie. Bex Taylor Claus is the only reason I watched Hellfest, honestly, and I do not like that movie. I think that was another missed opportunity movie. That was the chance to remake Funhouse. Speaking of Tobe Hooper all over again, that was their chance to remake Funhouse, but make the spectacle crazier.
Have you seen Bloodfest?
Bloodfest. With the kid from the Spider-Man movies?
Spider-Man movies?
Is Ned from the Spider-Man movies in there?
No.
I'm thinking.
This is about a rock concert. This is like about a horror convention, and it's basically the same idea, a Jeepers Creepers Reborn. But this is actually pulled off a little bit better.
Yeah, Ned from Ned.
You're right. He's in there.
Yeah. I think I saw the trailer for this. I didn't. Okay, so tonight, should I watch this or should I watch?
I would watch The Wraith. I watched The Wraith because The Wraith is like a really good cheesy action movie. I'm not sure how you feel about Bloodfest, so that's why I'm kind of like. Maybe wait on this one. I like Bloodfest.
Is this like
I thought Bloodfest was awesome.
Meta?
That was fun.
Like, is this meta because it says they're celebrating the most iconic horror movies?
Well, yeah, because it takes place during a horror convention.
Okay. I see. I like.
And it takes place right. So when think of it like if you go to Universal Horror Nights and they make a movie out of it.
I would love if they did that.
But all of the people that are in costumes are really trying to kill you.
Now see, that's one of the reasons why, like even as an adult, I'd be scared to like step foot in those haunted houses or that type of shit again because like don't jump out and scare me. Like please don't, man. Like my nerves can like tend to be very bad. Like don't. It's not going to end well.
There's no jump. I don't think there's jump scares. They just come out and chase you from the get. Once you enter the maze, the chase is on.
Yeah, like there was a Texas Chainsaw, like little funhouse thing, and Leatherface came out and really literally chased these motherfuckers. Like I don't know if it was through like a maze or something. Like I would probably just like I wouldn't want to be that person, but I feel like I would be so frantic that I probably would trip and fall. And then I'm going to just stay there. And then I'm going to just sue the entire amusement park. I'm going to just sue it. for emotional distress.
Emotional distress.
I still can't see. When you left, I was letting them know, whoever was in here, I was like, I for some reason, I cannot see the fucking comments. I can see who's in here. I just can't see the comments. Crazy shit.
Oh, okay. So Callie Ramirez has asked, have you told them about what happened? We were setting up the white dress on Mount Madonna. So he's talking about a couple years ago, I think back in 2018, we were trying to film something called The Lady in White, which is like a popular urban legend about, you see a lady in a white dress, you don't pull over. Because if you pull over, you're dead, or she rides with you and she disappears mid-ride. Depends on where you are, right? So, we were on Mount Madonna, which is a popular highway out here in California, 152. And we were up on the top of the mountain on 152 where there used to be a hotel. It's called the Mount Madonna Inn. And it's surrounded by urban legends, right? One night, we're filming there. We're filming this whole thing. Danny, my friend Callie, his name's Danny, he was the driver. And so we were setting up, getting everything ready to go, and we're filming, and we had someone in a white dress, and there was a car that came up the fucking mountain, stops. He stops in the middle of the fucking road, and then he backs up, and he looks at us, and then he fucking just takes off around the corner. And around the corner is a blind corner, so you can't see if there's another car coming. And at the same time, like, I think an hour after that, there's a house on the hill, right? There's like a little private driveway, and there's a house overlooking the inn. And as we're going in and out, we start hearing voices, and people are just like, get away from there, this and that. And it was like, what the fuck? And so after a while, dude, like, you know what? This isn't safe to film here. We need to go. So we had to scrap that whole project and move it to like over by where I live now, which we're gonna do sometime in the summer. But it's like, holy shit! It was just like a spooky, eerie thing because there is like a presence on that highway, and it just feels weird.
All right, so my response to that, right? You remember that story idea you had where I'm that token black guy that stays behind and watches everybody else do their thing? That would have been that type of situation. Y'all like playing with fire, I see. I no, no, see, y'all don't even know. Like something could have followed y'all. Some entity could have followed y'all and stuck with y'all.
No, I don't know. It's weird because after we were filming, and all of a sudden, like because the end is shut down. There's no possible way for you to go, and then all of a sudden we're filming, and there's cars starting to pull up and park and see what we're doing. Like, what the fuck? Like, all of a sudden. Like, this is 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, like, it's about 8 o'clock at night on the mountain. Not a whole lot of traffic. But as soon as we started filming, there was a bunch of cars just started to, like, show up and see what we were doing. The weirdest was that dude that just stopped in the middle of the road, reverses, and then just and goes around the corner. Like, what the fuck?
That was the
my mistake was to have the woman dressed in white. Like, that was my mistake because I had her on the side of the road, and like I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept her in the back. Like, no.
Y'all pissing
because people thought that was the real woman in white.
Yeah, y'all pissing spirits off at this point. Y'all, listen, I don't even know if spirits watch podcasts. I had nothing to do with it, just so y'all know. That is all Johnny and Kylie Ramirez. That is them. That is.
I don't know, bro. Them. Your blinds are moving, dude. So I don't know. There's a spirit there with you.
Yeah, my ceiling fan's on. I'm all right. my ceiling fan is on. That's why. I am all right. Listen. I am keeping my faith strong, and I have nothing to do with it. Now, you know what? See, don't speak no bad juju, bad spirits, because I was doing like this TikTok video earlier for the Pope's exorcism, and I felt a little uneasy because during a trailer like that, I was talking shit and I did say Jesus Christ, and like when I uploaded that video, I was like, I don't know if this feels right or not. Like, I don't know. Oh man. Oh yeah, that trailer. If you haven't seen it, watch it, man. That trailer looks.
No, I watched hilarious. I watched it on your TikTok because you were just like 2 minutes, like 10 seconds in, you're already laughing when the woman falls like off the bell tower. Bro.
I watched it this morning. And I actually did I had the camera facing me while I was watching it, and I was going to do like that, you know, like the same shit I did. Was I watching The Last of Us when I did that? My reaction to it, and I was going to do that, but something happened with the lighting and the video, so I was like, fuck it. So I started doing the video, and I could not hold it in because I'm like, this shit is hilarious. if I'm going into these movies for anything at this point, these supernatural movies, I'm going in for a laugh. Like that's about it, man. Like it's like I want to watch. Is Skinamarink considered supernatural? Because they are raving.
It's stupid. That's what that is.
Okay. I'm glad somebody said it because everybody's like, "Is this the next big thing?" And I'm like, "What is?"
Okay, here I'm gonna demonstrate. Hey, I'm gonna demonstrate what it is. All right, keep watching. Everyone else, like if you're watching, watch. I'm gonna demonstrate what Skinamarink is. Okay, starting now.
What the fuck?
In this house. In this house.
That's it? Yo, listen, I hope you're joking, man. I really do. I hope.
That's the movie. That's the whole movie.
What were you saying? In this house?
Yeah. That's the whole movie.
Oh my god. So is it found footage?
No, it's not found footage. It's this thing called analog horror. The whole new rage. It's like what I just demonstrated. That's the whole movie. I shit you not. I'm not even playing.
Analog horror.
Analog horror.
Genre's in trouble, man. Now, you know, some people say elevated horror, and a lot of motherfuckers didn't ever use that term until they saw Scream 2022. But now there's analog horror. Like, stop it.
Let's see. Sitting on this podcast, laughing emoji. Callie Romero, stop playing with that man's feelings, bro. Laughing emoji. Shadow Reaper, I heard a fart. You probably did. I probably did. I don't know.
I heard
but that was the whole movie, though. That is the whole movie. I shit you not, man. I'm not even playing.
Is it intoxicommentary worthy or no?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You might be on something, bruh. I need something for an intoxicommentary this weekend. I don't think I've done a proper one in a very long time. But I need something that something I can laugh at and something I can like write home about even after the commentary is done. Like something where I can just text you afterwards like, yo, this shit's terrible.
Skinamarink is definitely worth that, man. Definitely.
It's that's going on the list now. I gotta make my whole watch list over now. Skinamarink. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. We did a review for it yesterday, which will be dropping on Saturday. Me and Elise on Bump in the Night. So we definitely have two different opposite views of it. I'm not a fan. I'm just not. It's like, dude. I appreciate independent directors. I appreciate any director out there that's doing their shit like independently. I can give you the kudos, like, because I want to do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's what we aspire to do.
You need to give me something. You need to give me something in this movie, and you're not giving me anything in this movie. Like, you're not. Like, this is.
Yep.
That's all you're giving me. That is it.
Oh man.
It's not worth it. It's not worth 2 hours. It's not worth 2 hours.
No, I mean, I feel you on that 200%. Where you're like, you got to give me something because I feel like there's us horror fans that expect shit, and then there's that large group of horror fans that just aren't hard to please. Like that's why I don't like all these paranormal, like that subgenre of paranormal activity and all. It's all the same shit, and they do the same shit, and it just gets tiring, and it gets old, and it gets unoriginal after a while. But then you got people who will just run to these, you know, that'll just run to the reviews and just be like, oh my God, it's the scariest movie ever. And I was so creeped out, and it's artsy. And you got the other people that are like, oh, well, you just don't understand it. I get it. It's a thinking man's horror film. And it's like, no, it's just fucking stupid at the end of the day.
Bullshit. That's what it is.
I hate when people say that, well, it's thinking man's horror. No, this shit doesn't make sense. I was scared that I wasn't going to understand Hereditary. And I thought that somebody was going to be like, oh, well, you don't understand art house films. I'm not an art house style horror guy. But because I was locked in, I understood Hereditary. Like when they showed them symbols at the end, and everybody was like up in that treehouse or whatever the fuck was going on. I'm like, oh, okay. They showed that in the book. The psychic lady or whatever she was hinted at that. The little girl even hinted at that. And the little miniature she was, or not the little girl, the shit she was drawing or whatever. And the mom was making miniatures of
all the signs and stuff like that.
All of that shit, the 90% of that shit added up for me. But, you know, some people, a lot of people just, they want to just, what the girl say? What did Amber say in Scream 2022? She's like, I just wanted to be a part of something. That's how a lot of these fucking like so-called critics are. They just want to be a part of the hipster, the horror critics. It's like, yeah, we love Skinamarink is going to be the best, and I haven't even seen it yet. I want to see this so bad because you hate it so fucking much. I want to see this shit so bad, but you know, you're going to have people that are going to say that this is probably like the scariest movie event of the century.
No, there are people like that on TikTok that are blowing this movie. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Shadow Reaper says, preach on that to what you were saying, and he says, bye bye man, laughing emoji, as to a part of Stinky Man horror.
But Bye Bye Man with Carrie Ann, I want to say Carrie Ann Moss was in that. Yeah. They all what did Kang say? That is how I feel about that subgenre. Remember, Kang was like, have I killed you before? And he's like, what? He's like, they all blend together at some point. Yeah. That's what I think about these fucking horror movies. The Bye Bye Man is the Crooked Man, and the Crooked Man is the Ouija, and all that shit is the same to me, man. It's all the same movie, just different cast members. You know what I'm saying? And soon enough, it'll be the same cast members because why the fuck is Patrick, like, why is The Conjuring and Annabelle and why is all of this in one universe? Like, I can respect what James Wan set up, but it's getting out of fucking control at this point. Like, The Conjuring 4 is about to come out. And I'm like, why are Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson still together? You motherfuckers need to get a divorce or just stop hunting ghosts in your marriage altogether. Like, there's no reason for these sequels to keep happening. And then you got Insidious Part 12 coming out. I just, that's a subgenre.
Just announced, Rose Byrne just said that her and Patrick Wilson are actually filming the next Insidious movie. Yeah, that's right. That came out last week or something like that, right?
Are they fucking like in real life? They should.
No.
They should be at this point. For one, that's a win for Patrick Wilson all across the board. But two, like, they just keep playing in these fucking movies, man. And their chemistry, like, I don't know, man. Like The Conjuring 3, it wasn't terrible, but it was just more the same shit. I did jump like in like 2 scenes in that movie, but it's all the same shit.
No, he's married to some Ukrainian.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he was married to Vera Farmiga. I feel like I've been a fan of her since she was in Running Scared, man.
Oh shit, no way. And Rose Byrne is married to Bobby Cannavale. Bobby Cannavale. You know who that is?
Bobby Cannavale?
What would you have seen him in?
Rose Byrne was in Insidious.
Oh,
and
he's the guy in Watcher. He's the guy in Watcher. Bobby Cannavale's the guy in Watcher with Naomi Watts. He was also the lead in Vinyl.
Bobby Connor. Oh, you know who I thought he was for a second? I thought he was the guy. I don't know if you've seen Euro Trip. I thought he was the guy who was feeling everybody up on every time the train went in that tunnel on Euro Trip. That's who he looked like. Okay, he's in the Watcher TV series. He did the voice in Sing 2. I was actually just watching that with my niece and my nephew. He's in Thunder Force, Tom and Jerry, which I actually still want to see. Mr. Robot. He's got a hell of a lot of TV credits to his name.
Yeah, he mainly does TV.
Oh, he was in he was Van Pelt in Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. I'm sorry to hear that. That movie fucking sucked.
Oh, what a hater! What a hater!
They had the audacity. I don't like it. I don't, man. I like that they showcased the animals again, but they didn't really do that in full until the second or that next movie, the next level. Another franchise The Rock hijacked, by the way.
Allegedly.
God damn it,
Never gonna do a third one. No, we'll do a third one.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson, man. I'm not gonna burn that bridge. We have to get him on the show.
Yeah, I need to talk to him about Ballers. So, you know.
You never saw that?
No, I mean I like Ballers.
Oh yeah, that's that shit. And I'm not the biggest football. I'm not a football fan or like that. But it is the TV version of Any Given Sunday. Like, I love that they focus on everything that happens off the field in that show. And the cast is fire in that shit. Like, Rob Corddry.
Yeah.
He is, listen, if Rob Corddry, if they ever, I mean, they're going to remake Night of the Living Dead again.
He should be the guy in the basement. Yeah. I totally see that. Totally see that.
Casted. Not even so much as the Cooper that they had in the 1990 remake, but Carl Hardman. Rest in peace, shout out to Carl Hardman. But Rob Corddry, 200%. That's perfect casting right there. Perfect casting.
Yes, it is. All right, Callie Ramirez. He's heading out later. Callie, thank you for joining in, for tuning in. We got to start wrapping up soon. Also, thank everybody for joining us and dropping comments. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We do this for y'all. And we watch movies, so we watch bad movies, so you don't have to. So
is that the logo? Like, is that what we're going to get on our merchandise when the shit hits the fan? I like it.
I don't know. I have to make sure someone didn't coin that because I'm pretty sure girl behind the counter did that. So I got to make sure. Let me double check because she said something similar. So I got to make sure there's 20% difference.
Yo, I like it though, man. We watch bad movies, so you won't have to.
You don't have to.
I like.
Yeah,
I like.
And me and this voice are trying to do another shirt that says movies are better when you shut the fuck up.
That's true though. That is the ultimate. I'm going to the theater to wearing this with pride T-shirt because, God damn man, I was telling my uncle last weekend I was at his house and we were talking about like going to the movies as opposed to watching things at home. And he's like a stay-at-home watch movie type of guy, and that's cool. Like I love watching movies at home, but I told him there's nothing like a great theater experience, man. But I hate when that experience is ruined, when somebody brings their kids, when these fucking other kids, teenagers are rowdy as shit. Like when you went on that rant about like people shut the fuck up in the theater, like that was some of the funniest shit ever. You were super passionate about this shit. I forgot what movie you said it was, but you were going off about the theater experience. I cannot remember what movie it was.
I think it might have been Smile. Smile.
Oh
was I in my room or was I in my car?
I think you were in your room. I don't think you were in your car.
Yeah, it was Smile then. It was Smile.
Yo.
It was Smile.
Smile. I don't remember if I asked you. Did you like that movie? I think no. That
okay. Wasn't great.
We talked about that in our yearly wrap up when we were talking about like best movies of the year, most disappointing movie. I'll watch it again, but the best part they spoiled in the trailer. They spoiled it in the trailer when the sister or whoever the hell she was when her head counterclockwise shit. That was a great fucking effect, by the way.
Yeah, it was. I'm still trying to figure out how they did that because that shit looks practical.
And what happened to the boyfriend? Is that like a deleted scene or an alternate ending? That motherfucker.
No, you know what? It's all in her head. He's dead, so it doesn't matter. Dave Franco died.
No,
he died.
Listen. No, the black the dude that was Samuel Jackson's
no, he just left her ass. He just left her ass.
Okay. You know what? That is the one time where I will give Jesse T. Usher any credit on screen. He's another one I don't like him in anything. I don't like him in Smile. I don't like him in Independence Day Resurgence. I just talked about this motherfucker because I was doing an I Am Legend episode, and I was talking about why Will Smith probably didn't come back for Independence Day Resurgence, because he's looking at the people he has to act alongside, and he's like, I'm not fucking babysitting Jesse T. Usher and Liam Hemsworth.
Looking at it like, this is some bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was either that or Suicide Squad, and I feel like even though Suicide Squad it made money, but people really didn't like it overall. He picked the better property at the end of the day. He picked the better property. He could have went and hung out with Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman, but he was like, nah, I want to do this movie because I can get a spinoff.
Bill Pullman, that's another one. They fucking did him dirty.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I didn't even, and I'm not even the biggest Independence Day fan, but that sequel, they did him dirty. They gave Jeff Goldblum a lot to do, but the movie just fucking sucked. That movie sucked. There's no way I'm believing that.
It's like Moonfall. It's like the Moonfall prequel.
I never saw Moonfall. You saw it?
No, just the post credit was ruined for me on YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Moonfall. Roland Emmerich, he's been trying to tell us something. I feel like when the end of the world happens, it's going to be Roland Emmerich's fault. He's got the button. It's not the president. It's not Elon Musk. It's Roland fucking Emmerich. He's got that button that he's got the climate control panel. That's why all the weather out here in Philly's fucked up. It was 66 degrees today. But no,
it's motherfucking hella windy out here today, man. My motherfucking laundry line got fucking broken because it was so windy.
Roland Emmerich, man.
His face says, I watched it and it sucks. Talking about Moonfall.
Yeah, because all Roland Emmerich, I feel like that was a passion project for him, because all he does is destroy fucking cities and continents, and then it's like, okay, I can finally destroy the Earth via moon.
It's destruction porn. Like, that's all it is. It's destruction porn.
Yeah, there you go. He is the 90s summed up pretty much. Like, you remember in the 90s, I feel like we might have talked about this before, but you remember in the 90s they were doing Armageddon, Dante's Peak, Volcano, Deep Impact, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, disaster movies.
Y2K, bro. Y2K. Volcano. Yeah. Don't forget Volcano.
It's not even so much the horror movies. Disaster movies terrify me. They really terrify me. And I forgot The Day After Tomorrow, another Roland Emmerich movie. Like, something is wrong with that dude. He's a dangerous man. He's been trying to end 2012.
Yeah, he already ended one universe in DC.
He directed a DC movie?
No, because he was head honcho at Warner Brothers, and he was an overseer for DC. He was the guy that brought in Snyder and everyone else. He was the architect for the Snyderverse, not Snyder.
Well, look, I give him credit because I'm a Zack Snyder fan, but like, could you imagine Roland Emmerich directing Justice League? Like, everything is going to explode. Everything. Krypton, Gotham, Metropolis, Earth, like, everything. Like, you remember that shot in Men in Black where that alien is just plucking universes around and it just puts them in a marble bag?
Yeah.
He's going to blow that shit up, too. He's going to blow all that shit up. Like, keep those movies, what'd you call it? Destruction porn?
Yeah, destruction
porn. Yo, that's another category we could do. Like, destruction porn movies and shit. Dante's Peak is in mine for sure. Like, that movie's fucked up. That's a fucked up movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
So we have to really narrow that down. Are we talking about, when it comes to that destruction category, would we just do isolated incidents or world ending? So, because they're different. Because Dante's Peak and Volcano are isolated incidents, and like 2012
those are world ending. Yeah. Right. That's a good point. Dante's Peak, the world wouldn't end. That town would just be fucked for the most part.
Yeah.
That was, oh God, man. When those two motherfuckers went swimming, and then the water started.
Oh, the grandma. God. Dude, that shit's on Hulu right now. I might watch that later.
I don't want the nightmare tonight. I think I'll stick with the Wraith. I don't want the nightmare.
The Wraith. Dude, I really want to hear you.